Okay, yeah. All right, guess
I
we're
did
going.
it.
Well, we're not. I know, I'm not used
Welcome
to it.
everybody to episode. What this is 30, right, Dave?
Yeah, episode
Big
30.
3-0. Fuck yes.
It's not the size of my dick.
I am that sexy sumbitch. What the fuck, Chuck? And to my right.
I'm going to introduce myself not as Damn It Dave today.
Oh,
Lord Damn It Dave,
Jesus H. Christ. Here we fucking
astronaut. That's
He
right.
owns like this much of land in
It's
Scotland.
a fucking
Makes
square
him
foot.
a
I don't
lord.
give a shit. I'm a lord. I have a fucking tree planted on it. Fuck you. Do you have
And
a
your
tree
name
planted in
was
there?
on.
No, you don't.
Your name was on the space shuttle. Wrote as that too,
Yep.
wasn't it?
Yep. My wife got something for like my birthday, and you were able
You
to pay something where they would actually
because your name was.
have your physical. So it just pisses my kids off when I
All
say
right,
it.
we're swirling already, Dave. All right, and
No, I know.
we would love to welcome to the
See, he
show
gets on me so much.
the super badass fucking Misanthropic Tendencies. Welcome,
Fucking
guys.
love him.
Thanks
Fucking
for having us.
Thank you for coming.
I gotta say, this is probably the fucking heaviest band we've had on.
I would pretty goddamn close.
Yeah, these motherfuckers are heavy.
I mean, Terraform is pretty fucking heavy too, but these guys.
These guys were
Fuck
fucking.
yeah. That's like I said earlier, it was one of the events. Somebody said, "What band would you like to see
Hootenanny.
here?" And I put Misanthropic Tendencies.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like,
it was,
fuck.
Well, thank you guys.
It was
Thank you.
That's
That is
awesome.
just for when I
Yeah,
heard
I
you
can't
guys.
remember.
It's
What
like
was that?
super hardcore band. Fuck, I thought it was Mosh for Tots. You guys played Mosh for Tots, right?
Yeah, we played it.
We played.
Yeah,
I forget what it was, but yeah, I remember we
To
were
be
like,
honest,
saying,
that
yeah,
was the funnest
yeah.
show so far since we've been jamming.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
our first show was last Hootenanny Festival at Wattsburg Fairgrounds. And
Yeah.
Yep, we were there.
Yeah, that's where
We
Dredd
will
said,
be
hey,
there
we need to
yet
check these
again
guys
on
out.
that little crazy
I
show
was going to
gazebo.
jump this guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before we go around, hey, why don't you guys go around, just introduce yourself, tell everybody what you do with the band, and
Fuck yeah.
well, I'm Dan Kostovic. I'm the vocalist.
Fuck yeah.
Misanthropic Tendencies.
okay, you got to talk now.
Yeah, now I gotta speak up. Phil Torup, drummer, Misanthropic Tendencies.
Jeff Radoszewski, bass player for Misanthropic Tendencies.
Fuck yes.
Nick Doherty, guitar, Misanthropic Tendencies.
Nice,
Fuck yeah.
nice. So yeah,
How long have you guys been together
Yeah.
as a band, though, actually?
With the four of us collectively, this Hootenanny will actually pretty much mark a year.
Awesome. 1 year anniversary show.
Uh,
Fuck yes.
The three
With
of
us
us.
jamming, the three of us trying to get things
Yeah.
going.
So Phil and Dan and I actually were the three that started writing everything together originally.
Okay.
We're probably going on close to 2 years now, maybe a year and a half.
3 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
something like
been-
that. close to probably closer to
Just
two.
jamming,
Yeah.
hanging out,
Yeah.
and just
It's
writing
taken
shit
a
down.
little while, because of
Yep.
we're Erie band, but we're really Erie County, right? Because
Yeah.
two of us were in Corey, and that's where we jam at. And
And we appreciate you guys making
Phil,
the
you're
trip.
coming
We know it's a
from-
long drive for folks. Appreciate it.
oh, no problem. But Phil, and that's why I like to say
Yeah.
when we're live on stage from Erie County,
Yeah.
because
Representing
you're-
the whole fucking county.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jeff, you're coming from Mill Creek, right? Or
No, you're Mill Creek, aren't you,
Mill
Phil?
Creek.
you're Mill
Yeah,
Creek,
Phil's Mill Creek. I'm just straight heart of Erie. So
Erie, yeah.
Yeah.
So we got
no, he's in the heart of the demon.
the heart of the demon.
yeah, a little removed from the heart might be it.
Yeah, yeah, and I think those first making it 2.5 years.
Yeah.
We started jamming and we got so many things going on. Kids,
Yep.
I think all three of us we've each had
We've got
we
two.
we've had two kids
Yep.
since we've been jamming. Last with Blood Gluttony, you have two kids now,
Yep.
Nice.
and
Yep.
yeah,
it
Yeah.
changes everything.
It does,
really
it
does. When you have a kid.
taking a
does.
lot of time.
It's
Takes
awesome.
a lot.
Like
of
we were
fucking
saying
time.
earlier,
It does.
I'm a youth coach and stuff, so we don't jam. We didn't jam it all during the winter. I can't really do many winter shows because as soon as it's wrestling season for me, my weekends are taken up
I
straight.
think
up
I
until-
remember that at
That's fucking super awesome. You do shit like that, man. There needs to be more people in the world like that with kids.
Kenny's benefit.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kenny's
because I
benefit.
heard you mention it's like I gotta go because I got a wrestling meet.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had to weigh in for a state
Yeah,
tournament.
wait in. That's right.
I remember that now. Yes.
So yeah, I had to leave early
That's
for
right.
that. Unfortunately, I was having a good time there, and Kenny, I've known Kenny for a long
Oh,
time.
Kenny's so fucking great.
I mean,
He's
he's
the
one of
fucking
those
greatest
guys
dude
I've known
ever.
from the scene for. We were with Blood Gluttony way back when we played
Like our third or fourth show or something crazy like that. It was very
Yeah.
early on.
a battle of the bands at Wattsburg Fairgrounds a while back, and Kenny, I think, was playing drums for the band Disgraced. And
Okay.
that's where I remember, I think, first really talking to Kenny.
Kenny's a cool dude.
That
He was,
was-
him and Jaden were our first guests.
A hell of
Yeah.
a drummer too.
Yeah, so he comes back every anniversary.
That's the first we ever met.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kenny
really?
was just Jaden.
Yeah.
He said, "We got to
We-
do this for this dude to
Yeah,
help
we
out
just
the
had
Mosh
audio.
Pit show." It's like, and
Yeah, and we
you
weren't
ran
even
into him.
ready. Yeah, we
yeah,
were.
you ran into him at a party a show I couldn't admit, the Halloween one at the barracks, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because he cornered me. He said, "I need you guys to be ready. Can you be ready in 2 weeks?" I'm like,
Was it 2 weeks or a
"Yeah."
month?
It was 2 weeks. And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Fuck, dude. I just got audio." I'm like, "I'm not fucking." We weren't planning on doing this until the beginning of January.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
happy
the
we
did.
takes
We made it work.
ton of time. Like we've really got fired up this past year since that first
Yeah.
Hootenanny show, and
Yeah.
we did our group of shows, and then winter came, and I think the Toys for Tots event was our last show of our first summer into fall and winter.
Yep.
And then we took our break. We played that show in Pittsburgh
March 7th.
March 7th. That was like that was a
nice.
perfect time. That was the
That was-
only weekend I had available.
We were
Between-
on that with Pathogenic Collapse, Exo Carnage,
How was
Media
that show?
Profit.
Let him finish, Dave.
Who else was on
More
there?
bands.
Demoralize.
Bunch of great. It was a
Uh,
Bunch of bands without bass players.
yeah,
bunch of
dude,
bands without
it
bass
was like
players.
that Pittsburgh underground.
You may have been
Like,
the only,
that's-
the only bass player there.
It was awesome.
One other band.
Was it good?
Yeah,
Good
it was
show?
like it was basically in like it was in the DIY room of
Preserving
Underground.
Underground.
Really.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Or
it
New
was
Kensington.
nuts.
So it was a true underground show.
Yes.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
nuts, dude.
No.
I honestly, you know,
Noise.
I didn't bring
that would be a
nothing.
show to fucking actually go to the
Noise.
underground
That
show.
brings back memories of the
But when they say
90s and indie.
DIY do-it-yourself room, they're not kidding because we showed up and
Yeah, there's
we had to run
a
our own
guy,
sound.
a guy walking back and forth, recording bands, walking over, turning up the kick drum, coming back over, recording more. Like it was DIY legit. Like
Damn.
it was awesome.
There was like two big pillars right in the middle of the room that were like just wrapped with padding.
People.
How many people were in there?
Oh.
We were the first band that
Yeah,
we played
there was
early
20
at
to
6:30.
30
not being
probably.
Yeah, I
in
would
the
say
area.
I was probably closer to 20, 25,
It started
30.
filling in as the
Yeah.
second and third band started playing. It was a pretty good turnout the later the night went.
That would be a fucking show to go to, raw and uncut like that. With
Right.
yeah, like you said, having to do your own sound and all that shit.
Well, even in
Yep.
really the bunker, Lavery's bunker, is that type of feel. And you guys will be there,
Yeah.
I think, May 3rd.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's when you
Well,
start
again,
your
it's
little
like, this
mini
looks
tour.
like
that's our
fucking
return
rock
show for this season, and
I
that's
fucking
a,
love it.
that's a
Yeah.
hell of a show
That's a
for a
banger.
return show.
That's a heavy show. Yeah, that's at
nation
Lavery's.
touring act. I mean,
Yeah, May
Chronic
3rd.
Gore Beast.
Get your tickets now. $25 pre-sale tickets, 30 at the door, you motherfuckers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Shut the
get-
fuck up and just go to a
Get
show.
to a motherfucking
That is
show.
a sleeper show. If you're sleeping on it, I mean, like I just said, that's a national touring act.
International. They're
And-
from Canada.
From Canada, we got Necrotic Gore Beast,
Yep.
Atoll.
Atoll and
Coles
Carrion
out
Vale.
of, Phoenix,
That's
Arizona.
And our good
And
buddy
Gel
Gel
Scout.
Scout. I mean,
Yeah, and
That's on
Carrion Vale.
Thursday,
No.
that is on
That's
Sunday.
a
It's
Sunday.
on Sunday.
May 7th.
Yeah, Sunday.
Sunday, May 3rd. The
The Thursday, May 7th.
Oh,
is
the
at
one-
Philly
yeah.
following
Rocks.
show.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's when
I'm looking at what he has up on his fucking laptop.
we're
It
with
says
Morgue
7th.
Terror out of Buffalo, Lacerate out of Buffalo, Coronary Thrombosis out of Long Island, and
Damn, man.
Chernepsis out of
Yeah.
New Jersey.
Yeah,
Holy fuck.
we got some bands coming
Yeah,
to
and
Erie.
then those
yeah,
are
there
the
is.
that's the group of bands that we're going on our 3-day run with, where we're playing Erie Thursday, and then Syracuse Friday, and then we have that Connecticut Corpse Fest that Saturday.
Damn.
Yeah, so you
Which
got-
Fuck
Malignancy?
yeah, that's
uh,
badass, man.
Yeah, there it is.
That's
May
bad.
8th in
Malignancy is actually
Syracuse.
the headliner for that Connecticut Corpse Fest, which
Yeah.
is super
It
sick
is super
because
sick.
they're Long Island
I love
legends.
the name
dude.
of that.
Yeah, Malignancy is
Connecticut
one of those
Corpse
old
Fest.
school
I love
underground
that
death
name.
metal bands that have been releasing albums.
That's
since
so
the
cool,
late
though.
90s.
That's so fucking cool.
fuck,
You guys
man.
are going to be in
That's
Connecticut.
awesome.
Hell
That's
yeah.
badass,
Yeah.
man.
That's really
It's
cool.
great getting on those shows that like Malignancy. I've listened to that band. They've been in my ear since I was
How did you get on it?
16.
Actually, Dave Jurenovich from Morgue Terror sent me a message out of the blue, and him and I kind of went back and forth, got to know each other better, and we were going to exchange shows originally. Well, then he started putting together this show in Buffalo, which is where it was originally supposed to be the Saturday. It was at a Buffalo AmVets, and we had everything good, and then he started adding other bands that he knew. And then the AmVets actually closed down, like maybe 3 weeks ago. And then he put him and Ben would be the vocalist of Coronary Thrombosis.
Okay.
They put out a word, and Field, I think is his name on Instagram. I'm blanking on his name right now. I can't think of it. But he ended up picking it up in Connecticut and thought, I'm going to shoot an offer out to Malignancy and see what they say, and they accepted it.
Oh, fuck
And
yeah.
That's sick.
badass,
That
man.
is awesome.
No,
Because at the moment we took the show, they weren't on the bill.
they were not.
And
So it was just going to be us with a couple
Bunch of
Connecticut
locals.
bands like Bound, Blood Desecration.
I love these fucking names.
I know.
brutal,
Wow.
brutal, heavy. Some of the heaviest shit you can listen to. I mean,
Just a
it's
one-day
it's
fest?
Yeah, it's just a Saturday during
Just a
the-
Saturday?
yeah, it's just during the day.
How far is the drive?
We'll find out when we get there.
total we're traveling about 8 to 9 hours away. Syracuse is 4.5 hours
Yep.
away, so we'll be doing Friday or Thursday night in Erie. You know, luckily for us, that's our home, so we can
Right.
go home and sleep that night.
Yeah.
But then we'll be traveling the 4.5 hour distance to Syracuse.
The Lost Horizon.
Lost
is the
Horizon.
specific
Okay.
venue that
Okay.
we're
And
playing
then,
on.
well, I
Everybody
just booked
watching,
a
take
hotel
notes.
room today
Yep.
for us to
Yep.
for that night, and then we're leaving in the morning, Saturday morning, and heading to Connecticut, which is another, I think,
So like
5.5 hour drive. So the drive back home
8.5 to 9 hours.
is 9
Yeah,
hours.
okay.
9 hours.
But we did talk, you know, we all talked collectively as a band, Phil, Jeff, and I, like, what do we think? Is this a good idea? And to be honest, it was, well, if we want to get noticed more than from out of this area, 'cause
Right.
the furthest
gotta
we've ever
go.
played, like for Blood Gluttony, and you guys, you've played for Requiem, and
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I mean, the farthest really anybody goes from around here is probably Cleveland.
yeah,
Yeah,
Cleveland,
Pittsburgh.
maybe
yeah, we
Buffalo.
played at
Yeah.
Peabody's.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
but yeah,
that's the furthest.
Connecticut is that's a
We're getting
hell,
out of our little bubble here.
that's a hell of a trip
Good.
for
And,
a local band for Erie.
Good.
Battle
I mean-
Chapel going to Chicago this year for
Yeah.
that.
I seen that.
Yeah, that one metal fest.
Those guys are awesome too.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
that's
Is that the one Battle Chapel?
Battle Chapel.
Battle
Yeah.
Chapel, yep, they're going to that.
Yeah, that's great.
So,
It's
whatever
great
the
to-
hell the name of that music
forget.
fest is in Chicago, yeah.
yeah, but you
So
gotta
that
get
would
out
be
of your home
bad.
base.
Yeah.
There's
And
nothing
then,
wrong with
say
that.
for that Thursday show, yeah, that's what we're trying to pull off. Like the bands from New Jersey
Yep.
and the bands that are coming, they're traveling that
Right.
9 hour trip to Erie. So that's a Thursday
gotta-
night.
yeah.
We got to really try to get some people.
Gotta
in
try
there.
to show out
If
for
you're
us.
into
Thursday
metal, I mean, you
that
need to come to that
Trinexis
show and
is
help support the scene.
Phenomenal. I mean,
And
they're
it's
That one is at Philly on
Philly
the
on
Rock.
the Rock.
Philly on the Rocks. That could be our first trip. to
Yeah,
Philly
we've
on the Rocks,
never
Dave.
never seen a show there.
We've never been there.
yeah.
It's
So
a
many
small
shows
venue.
there, never been.
The cap's 75 people.
Yep.
But
Okay.
you go into the. We played there once for Will's birthday party.
Will's Willie Philly.
Willie's Phillies.
That whatever.
Yeah.
Philly Willie Philly. I don't remember the exact name.
And
It's on
Philly's
the
Willie.
fly.
Well, when we
Kitchen
played
Knife Conspiracy was
Pittsburgh
that.
band,
Yeah, that
and
band
then
was
I
sick.
think another.
Yeah, those dudes were awesome.
Crazy ass names, Dave.
Fucking crazy.
This is why you get into
It's,
that.
well, it's crazy because
It's,
we're still early.
You learn
enough
about
on
human
where I can
anatomy, you
remember-
learn about
Learn about
diseases.
It's an
everything.
acquired taste. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Like I've been listening to this. I'm 38 right now, and I've been listening to this style of music since I was probably 14 to 15. You know, I started off. Yeah, I grew up classic. Parents listening to know,
Right.
Black Sabbath,
Right.
Ozzy, Dio.
Exactly.
You know the old school Metallica, Ride the Lightning, and Justice for All albums. That's what I heard in my ear.
My
And
uncle
then-
with his classic rock vinyl
Yeah.
collection.
Well, then
Crazy.
it went from Slipknot as a new metal scene when I was probably like 13, Korn, and underground like Nothing Phase.
I'm in my 20s at that time.
Yeah.
I was a
Spit out your age a little more.
And like Slipknot, when Slipknot came out, that first album, Sick, that was like some of the heaviest shit I've
Yeah.
ever heard.
Oh, dude.
And then from that point on, it was over. I just went as heavy and as heavy and as heavy as I could
I
get.
got like CCR forced down my throat, like Joe Diffie and Alan Jackson, and like I had all.
I
Nothing
got
wrong with
CCR on
CCR.
Spotify right now.
CCR's legit, but like no, I
Yeah.
didn't really care for any of the other ones.
Yeah, it is an acquired
And then-
taste though. The more you listen to it, the more you can hear the music. You can hear the
Exactly.
riff changes.
And then-
but if you just hear it for the first time, it sounds like noise.
It's
And
different.
then my brother gave me the self-titled Slipknot CD because he bought it, and he's like, "This is too heavy for me," and it was 2001, so I was 12 years old.
Oh,
Put it
Slipknot
in-
is just that's not heavy now.
I put
No,
it in my
no, that first
yeah,
album.
when I
Sick.
was 12 years old.
Yeah.
I put it in my disc
still,
changer to
that's-
play
Hey,
Nintendo
let him
64 too.
Yeah, when you're 12, that shit
Dude, that
blows
was
your
like
mind, though.
it was like life changing.
in the disc
Yeah.
changer.
the 3 disc changer. You remember
Fuck
that?
yes,
had
I
one
love
of
that.
That was
You were
probably
a
the
fucking
heaviest-
king when you
That
had
was
a 3 disc
unreal.
changer.
I was like,
Metal.
dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun. I'm like, what is
Yeah.
this?
You have a 3 disc
And then
changer in
2
your
years
fucking
later, I was
room.
listening to
You're a
Deicide,
Yes,
Cannibal Corpse, and Dying Fetus.
That's what I was getting to after Slipknot. It was like, well, this is heavy. What's heavier? Then with this. Still, I'm only like 15 at the time.
Yep.
Slipknot's there, Pantera. Pantera's already fucking classic band, and it went from that Pantera to like I liked Megadeth a lot. There's that argument:
Yeah.
who's better, Metallica or Megadeth?
Sweating bullets.
Yeah,
I love that
Overkill.
job,
I would
man.
listen to some Overkill, some of that earlier Overkill. And besides that, it was like pure brutality. I think the first 6 Feet Under's older stuff,
fuck.
that's
The
what really.
Haunted.
Yeah, that stuff changed my life. It seemed like I started hearing those riffs with the growl vocals in Cannibal Corpse, and I seen as the growling is another instrument to that horror style music.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Cattle, it was like 6 Feet
Cattle
Under.
decapitation.
Yes. I remember
I
hearing
remember hearing that for the
Fuck,
first
man.
time.
Cattle Decapitation's first
First
album.
time I heard their forced gender reassignment.
Oh yeah. Their first album, To Serve Man, was
That was
like-
what I heard. The songs "To Serve Man" and "Humanure" when I was like
Yes.
15.
The
I'm like,
vocals
what
are
is
trash.
this?
Yeah, and it was like it was Cannibal Corpse, 6 Feet Under, Cattle Decapitation, and then Deicide appeared in my ears, and
fucking
and
A,
Deicide was
Deicide.
one of the most brutal, heaviest.
Yeah.
Now, people will say, "Oh yeah, that's satanic," and they would just think that
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what you're into.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's a stereotype.
totally wrong. It's a
Yeah.
stereotype. I'm just into
That's
heavy
the
shit.
biggest misconception
Yeah.
about any metal
From that
band.
point on, it was the heavier and the most underground you could get. That's all I want to hear in my younger days, and it
Yeah.
was all. And then that was the internet era too. So the
Yep.
internet appeared.
LimeWire.
Yeah.
Free
You could start
virus.
downloading
You
for
download
hours
this
on
album
LimeWire.
for me?
And that's when they started
Destroying
finding
every
those
computer you own.
Every single
Internet's
one.
so-
I don't care though.
Like, that's
Internet's
the
so
first time-
fucking slow, taking
I'm
like a
getting
day
my
and a
Jillian
half to
Bowden
download a
fixed in.
CD.
That's the first time I heard of Malignancy. Like these underground bands like Malignancy and Disgorge and Devourment, and that the sickest of sickest bands is because the internet. And then like
Open the
like I
door.
said, Malignancy is one of those bands I was listening to in the early 2000s, and now here we are, going to be opening up for them.
That's pretty cool.
And our Blood Gluttony
Yeah.
run, we opened up for Dying Fetus and
Wow.
Damn, I didn't know you guys did that.
Vital Remains, Dying Fetus.
We had a Peabody
Rose
show, Rose Funeral, aborted.
Cataclysm.
Cataclysm twice.
Aborted.
Yeah.
Aborted.
I thought we
These fucking
murdered it.
names are brutal.
that was
They are,
like
man.
15
They're
years
What
ago.
was the
such
Peabody show that
badass
RFO was
tunes,
on?
too.
The side
That-
stage, and you guys were on the main stage.
6 Feet
Yeah,
Under.
we were.
Dying Fetus.
So we opened up for 6 Feet Under and Dying Fetus, and we were one of two bands
from the
from
area.
Erie area that played the main stage of P.
Was
You
that
guys were
Italian
telling
band?
us.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Flash God Apocalypse.
Flash God Apocalypse. That's
We
the one.
opened,
Fucking
we
man,
opened for
damn.
Revocation. Also.
Revocation, yep. We had 3 big shows, and they were all in Ohio. One was at the Foundry. The band Limb Splitter was on that
Yep.
bill with Aborted, Cataclysm. and-
Horse-drawn Death Machine.
Yeah, yes.
Oh
Holy
my
fuck.
goodness.
Holy
These names
fuck.
are fucking
They're happy
brutal.
Yes, they are.
Fucking love every single one of these
Man, that
names.
was, 15 years ago.
I actually have that flyer in my studio still.
Yeah,
I do.
our original band split. I think
That
most
was
of our
the
band
Iron
split.
Cataclysms, the Iron Will tour, 20
Not our
years strong.
band.
That's
Our and they're
They
they're forever.
Steve's never quit in that band.
Yeah, like our band eventually split after a good 9-year run. I think our last show was at
Which
at
one
that
was it?
Blood Gluttony.
Blood Gluttony. Yeah.
Our last shows were at like
Okay.
It was
814
I love it.
our last show.
814 Fest was our last show, and then we had like an 8-year hiatus.
Yeah.
And this is our return from it.
Did you play the
8 years.
last Massacre before they closed for so many years?
I don't know.
No, like one or two before that.
Yeah.
It was like 2015 or 2017.
We played side stage and the main stage at Massacre before.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I remember that main stage. I think
Oh,
we were the
wow.
last
Then it
band
had to
playing
be
on the main
814
stage.
Fest where I heard Blood Gluttony before because the name sticks in my head. And I know I heard.
Yeah.
So how did you guys come up with the name?
Which name?
This is the current name.
How many bands have y'all been in together?
Actually, I was, excuse me, like Dan had just kind of mentioned, after Blood Gluttony split, like, I actually took it kind of hard. So, like, I just kind of distanced myself for a while and just kind of hung
Right.
low. And then, after I got my shit together, basically, I decided to pick up music again and start writing. So that's kind of what I did. And then I was actually between Torture Theory, Futile Effort, and Misanthropic Tendencies. I was between the
Hey,
three
man.
of them because personally, like, as a whole, I don't really like people. I like individuals, but I don't
Right.
like,
People in
Oh.
general.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Keep
one of the best
ourselves.
quotes I've ever heard is a person is smart, but people are dumb.
That's
And there's
fucking
people dumber
Men in
than
Black,
that.
dude.
But, I mean,
That's that whole Tommy Lee Jones.
it's true though.
Speech.
But like, so that was kind of what ended up making me decide on misanthropic tendencies, because a misanthrope is a person who hates people. So then
Okay.
to have
I did
Something
not
new
know
today
that. This
for
is
sure.
it. I learned something new
yeah, to
today.
have misanthropic tendencies would be what
a
you
dislike
do
for
because
mankind.
because you hate people.
Damn.
Yeah.
That just nailed me to the T.
I love hearing the
So
name
like,
definitions
that's actually
like that.
kind
That's
of where I
awesome.
went with that. Like,
It
and
fits us well because
that's where it came from.
Yeah,
we're
'cause
angry.
It's funny too, because when like me and my family, because a lot of times we like to go to the mall. I love walking. I'm one of the few guys that love shopping, but I hate
They
fucking
know
crowds.
him well
I hate
at
fucking
they know him
people.
well at Torrid.
Yeah.
Unless I'm at a death metal show or a football game, I don't want to be
Yeah.
around anyone.
Every time we walk in, she goes, "You've taken your gummy, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good for about 2 to 4 hours." Yeah, because I get so irritated with people.
Yeah.
It just doesn't
I
take
don't
much.
talk much at shows. Like if anyone's seen me, I'm typically standing over here. I don't talk much.
Off to the side.
They'll see
kinda
me
just
talking the
watching.
most right here. More comfortable setting.
Small
You
group.
know, small group. So
I get
and
that.
that goes along with that misanthropic dislike for
Yeah.
human and mankind, and just
A person who hates people is
which I
Boom.
don't completely hate
I mean, it's
people,
kind of
but
like
it's kind of an oxymoron in and of itself, but really, if you think about it, it's actually it makes a lot of sense,
It does.
Oh, yeah.
It definitely.
and
I mean-
it's very fitting for a lot of so that's where it comes from.
And I just get irritated so fucking quick anyway, because on the way over here we had to stop and get gas. So I pulled in, and there was like an older couple, and of course both of them have to get out. They both are having trouble using get the gas, and I'm like, that just irritated the
To run.
fuck out of me. And I don't know why.
Fuck out of the
Just like,
way.
no, I'm just like, doesn't take two people to get gas. It's not hard. You put your card right here. It just irritated me, and it didn't affect me, but it just fucking irritated the fuck out of me. And I knew I wasn't high either. I mean, that would have been a problem.
That was the problem.
see
Yeah,
Damn
I-
it, Dave pushing the elderly out of the way. Get the fuck
Oh, I have
out
no
of here!
problem.
I need gas.
Yeah.
I have no problem. I'll push the other person.
That's awesome.
I'll commit a war crime for a kid. Doesn't have to be my kid. It could be any kid. I'll commit a war crime.
Jeez.
But the other people,
Squirrel Dave.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I think
But
the
yeah, that's
hardest
a pretty cool how you came up with that name. That's
It
perfect.
is.
I like that. That's a good story.
So I'm gonna go switch gear a little bit. What made you want to do vocals?
Oh, okay.
Good choice, good
Well, we'll
choice.
go back to my comeuppance. The same time, when I early 2000s, you know, the what I grew up to, the music I listened to.
Is that okay?
Eventually, it went to that just pure death metal. I like the sound. You know, I'm a horror guy. I'm into horror movies, so it seemed to match the and the vocals like were another instrument. It was another instrument.
Fucking horror.
And I hung out with a bunch of guys. I was like the youngest of the crew of guys. I had my brother and a good neighbor friend. The neighbor friend, God rest his soul, he passed away when he was 22. I was 17 at the time. And that misanthropic, that dislike of humankind, you know, I had to pallbear for my buddy. You know, and that was a huge deal. We would sit together in our band room, and these guys were in a band, always trying to do things. We listened to the sickest death metal, and eventually we just tried to do something together. And that was with my one brother, my good buddy who's passed away, and then another friend who's lost his way. And I would just pick up, and because we listened to that style of music,
Right.
you know, I couldn't play an instrument. Like my brother was playing bass. And my good buddy who passed, he was our drummer, and it was always like, oh, we gotta try to play something heavy. Try to play something heavy. So I just at one point my older brother did vocals because he rapped a little bit,
Okay.
and because he's seen that all of us were actually more into the metal, he would start trying to do vocals, and he eventually moved away, and then so I grabbed the mic, and I'm probably like 15 at the time, and I started screaming in the mic, you know, and it's like, this is exactly what I want to do, you know. I didn't play the instrument. The instruments are already accounted for. I'm kind of high-strung, you know, sometimes.
What?
So I'd
Never
have
would've
trouble
guessed.
concentrating. I just want to, and it wasn't good for me holding the guitar or anything. So, and that's, you know, where I get on the mic and just let that
Let loose.
alter ego,
Oh,
you know,
yeah, we were
comes
talking
out.
about
That
that
alter
before.
ego. And just get in a certain mode. And, you know, and since my friend passed away, my younger days, I was a lot angrier and, you know, used that fuel. And then, you know, through 18, 19, 20, and that's when we first formed Blood Gluttony. I think I was 21. And that was our first big serious project after those high school days, where we actually were going to start playing shows but yeah, those were my roots. That's where I came from.
Yeah.
Always being involved with a group of guys since I was a young teenager of trying to play music, and then that was my instrument. The microphone was my instrument.
Fuck yeah.
That's pretty
Fuck
cool.
All
story.
stemming from that, just the love of the death metal genre and just brutal metal. The heavier, the more scarier. The vocals being an extra instrument.
Yeah,
Nice.
definitely.
That's pretty cool. All right,
Yeah.
Phil. How'd you?
I know you're all
What's your-
quiet down there. You thought you weren't going to talk, man.
Just earliest memory I can think of elementary school. Sitting in a fourth grade music classroom. They brought out all the instruments one day, and I just thought hitting shit looked fun. So I,
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. When doesn't it look fun?
my
Fucking
parents-
teenage boy. Yeah, that looks fun.
Shout out to them. They, put up with me having a drum set in the house, wailing that shit for years and years, and I just stuck with it. I don't really know why, but it clicked, and I never put it down.
Fuck
And
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
what age did you start? What age was that?
I'd say I seriously got into it around 10. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fucking
Awesome.
awesome.
I think
That's dedication.
the earliest we've had anybody start.
I think so
playing.
too.
Yeah, I think you're the earliest.
That is definite commitment to your
You can
craft
definitely
for
hear
sure.
it too.
Not as good as I should be for playing the
Oh
drums.
man,
Jesus Christ.
I would tell
Yeah,
Nick, I'm like,
okay,
Phil's what
sure.
we need. Phil's our missing, because it's always so hard trying to find
Well,
the guys.
yeah, like
That's
Right,
the hardest
but-
thing. We didn't have a drummer, and when a Blood Gluttony kind of split, that's what our problem. We lost a drummer. Nick, you were a bass player,
Yeah.
a phenomenal bass player, by the way, dancing on stage, plucking, and then just to try to save our band, you moved to drums to try to keep us going, and And then
I give
when
credit to anybody that can play multiple instruments
Yeah.
and remember all
Talent.
the different parts, especially in different bands.
well, Phil, he filled in
Damn,
for
I
us
barely remember yesterday.
for Blood Gluttony, and then you were with Obelisk. That was that
Yep.
was his band at the time.
That was why we didn't ask him to come in
Yeah.
full time, was because we didn't want to interfere with what you had going on with Obelisk. So I was like, well,
yeah,
I'll do it.
I remember telling Nick,
Hey,
like, Phil's the
I'll do
style
it.
of drummer we need. How are we?
Yes.
Phil is what we need, and then
Right.
somehow,
Lo and behold,
Lord be it all.
here we are.
Phil's
That's awesome.
Phil's with us, and it's like we have the style of drummer that we need for what
yeah.
we're playing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I said. And I think when he pulled up, I'm like, yeah, that's who I wanted to talk to. And Jeff's like, oh, he ain't gonna talk. I'm like, oh, he's
Yep.
talking. I'm like, I've been wanting to talk to him since I saw him play at Hootenanny. Yeah, very
Dave's gonna
talented.
pick on you.
Yeah, we're gonna. What about you, Jeff?
Yeah, I mean, typical story. I was a kid, 12, 13 years old, was digging metal, and, went to my parents, was like, I want to learn how to play guitar. And, they bought me like a beat up freaking acoustic that had like 6-inch action on it. And I'm breaking my fingers trying to play that thing. And
Yeah.
I just, started learning Metallica riffs, Nirvana riffs, whatever I could dig
Nirvana.
into.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, just for a long, like, I didn't play in bands when I was younger. I never got into my first band until I was like 30.
Damn.
It was just a bunch of dudes that were like, hey, you want to do this? Like, it was like the perfect storm. Like, none of us had girlfriends at the
Alright.
time. We were just like,
You want-
hey, let's be
Okay.
assholes and go play in a band.
yeah.
We're like, fuck yeah, we're going to do that shit.
Fuck yeah.
So,
That's fucking funny.
so for the longest time, from 12 to 30, it was just, dicking around in
Just
my
you gaming
bedroom
out.
or my basement or wherever, garage.
Do you remember what your first electric was?
My first electric I ever owned. Now you're getting sentimental. So, like, my dad put a Fender Squire in layaway for me at Osiki's back in the day. But
Okay.
then, like 4 months later, he passed away.
Oh shit.
So, like, my mom made sure she got that shit out of layaway for Christmas that year for me.
Wow.
I told you I was gonna get sentimental, but
That's a
but
good
that was
story.
the first guitar.
You still
that
have
was the
that
first.
guitar?
I do. It's in pieces right now. I got to build it back up, but
Fuck yeah.
That's pretty fucking.
but
that's,
yeah,
that's
that was-
a cool. That's a cool
awesome.
fucking story,
It is.
dude.
but yeah. So I still
I think
have
it's a
that.
sad story, and I'm sorry.
No,
for
it
the
is,
loss,
but like, I mean, I'll never get rid of that guitar as
Never.
long as I live. So, but yeah, then once I hit 30, we were dicking around, playing some shows, and like all those other dudes, like those dudes went on and did their own thing after that.
Yeah.
But I kept in the scene and,
Fuck yeah.
kept playing in other bands. I was in Requiem for Oblivion for a long time, playing with Steve Jacobson. Did Never to Suffer with my wife for a while. And then I actually moved to bass to do a cover band called the Meat Sweats, which was fucking awesome.
Great name.
Awesome
The
name.
meat sweats.
Awesome name.
But
That's a fucking-
but yeah, so that was a
Like
ton
the
of
meat
fun.
sweats.
But then I think Nick posted, a couple years ago, whenever it was now, over a year ago, he was looking for a bass player to fill out this band. And I'm like, hell yeah, I need to get back into playing music.
Fuck yeah.
And I always dug these dudes from Blood Gluttony. And I'm the type of person where, like, I've met so many cool people doing this shit.
Right.
And I've been able to play with most of them, too, in different projects.
That's awesome.
So I was like, well, fuck, like Dan and Nick have a project going. I love these guys from Blood Gluttony. So I reached out to Nick. I was like, dude, like if you can't find somebody, man, I'm in.
Fuck yeah.
And so we started talking at the Hootenanny. And I'm like, I'll give it a go. And
Fuck yeah.
started jamming at his house, and it's been a good fit.
Fuck yeah, it has. Y'all meshed together.
And you're into it.
Chef's kiss.
You're a little bit into this heavier death metal stuff.
I'm working.
I
on it.
like
I'm
playing.
working on
I
it.
don't like playing riffs.
When
dude.
you brought up
I'm working
Bloodbath,
on
I'm like,
it.
Bloodbath's one of the greatest,
Well, see, and I told these guys, like, I listen to some death metal, but I don't live there.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, like I listen to all kinds of shit. Thrash. I grew up on thrash,
I still
like
listen
that was
to
my
90s
shit.
fucking rap.
like,
I grew up with the shit. I love the shit. I still listen
Oh,
to
yeah,
it.
I grew up-
We listen to
But I
fucking
love
everything.
that shit,
We don't
man.
give a
I
shit. That's why
love
we
the
tell.
90s rap.
Yeah, we tell
Yeah, right, you
people.
don't want to hear my Spotify. That's what, as I got getting older, the appreciation for all music. I mean,
Right.
I put the Brutal Death Just playlist on for our drive here, but if I had to change it because I have it shuffle, country, rap, anything I've grown up to.
I got out of country, man. I like the old stuff, but I just can't get into the.
some older country. I can
Yeah.
We
tolerate,
get into
but-
some of it.
But
It's all
yeah,
about the
there's some great songs. You know, Toby Keith.
Good
I mean,
example of when Ice-T.
yeah
Body count.
Body count.
Dude, body
that's
count's
great
my
count.
Body
shit.
count is it.
Yeah, Ice-T
Yeah.
going from
And
rap
he's
to
been
fucking
jamming with
metal.
body count forever.
30
now.
years now.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
I thought
35 years.
he did say something like, if you can't appreciate all types of metal, then you don't truly love music.
Yeah.
Or all types of music, sorry.
All types
sorry.
of music.
Oh yeah,
All
I
different
remember.
genres. Christ, I can't.
Shit, I remember when
I'll
like
just be quiet.
NWA and like Eazy-E came in. I was like, holy
Yeah.
fuck.
I listen to that. I listen to that a lot, actually. When I'll try, like, when I start writing new songs, I'll send Dan like a chorus or a couple lines, and I try to rhyme the words like how in the style of how gangster rap does it, like
Okay.
like NWA, like that stuff back.
Like how they make up words that don't exist just to rhyme.
Well, yeah, that's very true.
Well, that's I use
Bo
syllable,
Shizzle.
syllable play for that.
That's fucking
But-
hilarious.
Yeah, like I actually try to write lyrics out in that style, and that's how the chops with the palm mutes and the.
Well, since you keep mentioning it, do you write? Who does the lyrics? All the lyrics then? Is it you mostly?
I've a chorus or two I write when I write the song, and then I send it to Dan, and he does.
Yeah, I think
the rest.
Nick kind of got me back into because
Yeah.
with Blood Buddy, I wrote everything for lyric wise, and then we had an 8-year hiatus, and we started this project, and you know, and that 8 years kind of like you were saying, Nick, how you went and did your own thing for a while, and
Right.
that's when the kids were there. I got back into my sport athletic roots because I used to wrestle in high school, and that's when I started becoming the youth coach because we were out of the scene for a while. And so after 8 years, I was having trouble getting started. So yeah, Nick wrote a couple choruses. I think
Yeah.
probably one, and then I used bodies, and then another chorus. But I've taken that chorus's lines and split them up. So probably 2 tracks, maybe a chorus and a half of a chorus out of the total 9 tracks. So I've wrote every lyric to everything else. Nick was kind of kicking the ass to get me back to my writing mode. So now I'm fully back into writing mode, and it feels good writing those horror stories and,
Fuck
and
yeah.
like the alter ego. And I tell my kids, or my oldest who's 10, so he understands, like, I'm like, this is like a, because he sees me and his mother are into horror movies.
Right.
This is like it's not, some of the stuff right, it's not real, it's just like a horror story, or I'm directing
Right.
a horror movie, but we'll go all over the place with say, like, we'll have some tracks that I say some vulgar stuff about like death metal, but then there's the track In My Absence. It's all about what's gone on in the 8-year hiatus that we've been gone, and how we're returning, and some of the things we've gone through in this last 8 years that we were out of the scene. So that track right there is just a real life writing.
Right.
It has nothing to do with blood and guts, and then we'll write the tracks that are like blood and guts, like a horror movie, but yeah, I'm full back in the writing process now. So
Fuck yeah.
like I finally last practice read out one of the song lyrics for you for
Oh yeah, for
Die Alone.
Die Alone, and that was a full. Yeah,
I know.
back
I
into
keep trying to get a hold of his journal so I can see what the fuck he's actually singing.
the-
Good luck.
Every vocal is a word too. Every scream is a word.
I was in a band with him for 8 years, and I understood maybe 5 sentences total.
I know,
Yeah.
that's how I felt in
See,
RFO with
what was
Steve.
weird about Blood?
It's hard to try to understand because like when in Blood Gluttony, when I was playing bass, I only wanted to understand certain lines
Right.
because I wanted to scream them as I was
okay.
on stage playing bass. Like I don't want to do no backing vocals. I just want to scream them.
Yeah,
And then when you like the music that you play, and you actually start paying attention to what another instrument's doing, you fall off track. So it's like,
We're gonna get back there.
I'm not trying to say that I don't like what I write now. Like I love
Right.
what I write now, but like for me to try to actually pay attention to what he's saying word for word, or when he's going from gravity blast to 16th note blast, or when to try to pay attention to all that, I lose where
Right.
I'm at, and then
Shit's
Well,
tough,
we
man.
fall off.
That shit's
We'll get
tough.
back there. I remember those Blood Gluttony days. You'd come up front on the bass and say a few of the words with my verse. We'll get back there soon because as soon
I'm
as we
trying.
record and all the lyrics are available for people to see, you'll be able to follow along with it, and then you'll
Well,
be like,
Yeah.
oh, I hear that. I hear that now.
well, the other trick is
We're saying right now, badass show, man.
Yeah, I'm
loving
into
this
this
shit.
shit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thank
Love
you.
Thank
this
you.
shit.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
usually,
Thanks for having us.
I've been kind of a
For sure.
statue the first few shows we played because I'm not used to playing guitar. 'Cause,
Well, since we're on you, what got you into guitar and all that
honestly,
good stuff?
these two. No, I say that with a joke,
Yeah.
but
Knowing what we
I
need
actually-
to jam.
I actually started playing bass at 14,
Okay.
and I played on and off for a bunch of years, playing in my bedroom by myself. You know, putting on music on my computer, just playing along to it. I did that for years, and then oddly enough, like I was in like punk bands in and out through high school,
Right.
like nothing that really ever amounted to anything. And I was at a buddy's house one time playing Guitar Hero
Oh fuck.
of all games.
Fucking love guitar.
Of
Hero.
all
I don't care
games,
who you
I was
are,
playing
love it.
Dragon Force through the Fire and Flames on Expert.
Oh boy.
And Dave,
Tough guy over
his
here.
brother, was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And I was like, "What?" And like I
That was
beat it
actually-
Just
with
looking
him.
at him like, what are
Yeah,
you talking
like,
about, man?
yeah.
That was me, actually. I
Or-
showed up
Yeah.
because I had my Explorer at the
And then
time, and I
Dave
was
is
living
the
in
one-
Erie, and I
yeah.
came over, and I went to your apartment. You were living with like a group of guys. One of them was
Jerry Phelps.
Phelps. Yeah, yes, because I knew his sister, and I came over there, and you sat there, and you
So-
beat the. That was like the last,
I got an idea.
the
Understand
last
that,
okay.
level.
Yeah.
And you beat
You
it on
know,
like
Grandpa?
expert mode, and I was blown away. You're like, dude, watch this. And it,
Well, then, like a
It was-
week or two later, I was waiting for a buddy to come pick me up, and his brother walks by, and he's
though.
like,
Good idea.
"You still play bass?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Come over and play with us at Blood Gluttony," and I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" And then that was pretty much it. I was at Blood Gluttony for 8 years or so, and then when I started writing for this project, I bought a guitar strictly just to write. Because I could
Oh,
play like a
legit.
couple things, like I could, palm, tremolo, stuff like that, but like music theory is a whole other language to me.
thanks.
And like I'm
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to thank you. I'm trying to understand
Dave.
scales and
Good idea.
majors and minors and the whole nine. Well, like so I just started
You know what? I'm gonna take my baby bladder break now.
started writing
Standing.
for this so that when we found a guitar player, I could be like, hey, this is what we're playing. This is how it goes. And I think we had like 3 or 4 songs done at the time.
That's what about it.
We had like 3 or 4 songs done, and it was like one of our tightest practices to that point. And they both looked at me at the same time, and they're like, "So you're just gonna play guitar now?"
Yeah.
And I was like,
Might as well.
Yeah, that's right.
guess.
Because
so, and that's pretty much what sealed the deal.
That's actually cool because I think it's easier to go from guitar to bass than it is bass to guitar.
I already forgot about that.
I mean, and it's just like only been a few years, really.
like
I never would have. I never seeing you play. I never would have. That never would have crossed my
it's a
fucking
whole new
mind.
world when you pick up a guitar because I mean, I played a 5-string.
But your finger style too on the bass.
Yeah,
Oh.
I didn't use a pick. I played finger plucking and I would do the sweeps and the taps and hammer-ons and all that. Like I'm trying to incorporate that now into my guitar playing with the finger taps and stuff, but like that's where the music theory understanding comes in because I want to be able to offset so it doesn't sound funny.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so like but
Especially
guitars-
with the style of music you guys have.
it's a whole different world. Like it's
brutal,
fun.
It's a brutal fucking world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the challenge. Don't get me wrong. Like I love being challenged and it's super fun. Like there's some days where after practice I can't put my guitar down for an hour or 2 hours afterwards, and then there's other days where I'm like I don't want to touch this thing again.
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
That's how I
yeah.
felt learning your shit.
Yeah. Now we just got back because a lot of times if I'm at a red light in the summertime and there's someone next to me like jamming like rap, I'm like, fuck this bullshit. I'll put like Slaughter to Prevail on and shit.
Oh yeah.
And just go real fucking just turn it up because we just went to go see them out at that Roxanne Theater a few weeks ago.
Yeah, two
Alex
sides.
is
Yeah,
actually
to
a
see
pretty cool
them.
dude.
Yeah, seeing them in Whitechapel and Attila. That was a really
That was a
that,
show.
that was a really good show.
That place is small. Any of you guys been there before?
I seen the pictures
What is it?
that you
The
guys.
Roxy.
I don't
I thought it was
recall.
pretty cool. They had the did they have the parental advisory sign in the back?
Attila did,
Yeah,
yeah.
Attila did. Yeah.
The original parental
Yeah.
advisory sticker.
Yeah, Attila had
Yeah,
that.
I
They were-
never heard of
they were
them
cool as shit.
until we saw them. I'm like, oh, that.
I seen Attila.
They're pretty cool. They're
A few years back, we
band.
went to that incarceration festival. I brought my wife over down there because she's an old school classic rock fan and Rob Zombie, so we had to go see Rob Zombie.
Okay.
I was like, well, what? There's some heavy bands there. I think the heaviest band there was Convalescence or
Convalescence.
the Convalescence, which are heavy, but Attila played, and I seen Attila play live. And that they sounded pretty good.
Whitechapel put on a good. I mean, it was a good performance.
Yeah.
And that's what I fucking love. I love going to these shows and seeing a performance.
Yeah, I haven't seen Whitechapel.
I
We
love
went
the
to the
fucking
One Summer
performance.
Slaughter together, right? And Whitechapel was supposed to play,
And then-
they didn't.
And then
because
Black Dahlia Murder just played
Black Dahlia
Nocturnal
played
in
for
its
2
entirety.
hours.
They played Nocturnal in
hell.
its entirety. It was
Yeah.
that is one of my favorite albums ever, and I got to see it front to back
God
and
damn.
with Trevor, rest in peace. But like, oh my
Damn.
god, that was phenomenal.
Yeah, one of my favorite shows of all time. You guys were there. Was the other Summer Slaughter event that Origin played? We have a picture
dude,
together.
Origin was sick.
We have a picture yourself, me,
Jacobson.
and then I think it was
The vocalist.
The vocalist of
Wasn't it
Origin.
Jason or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Jason
had that,
Kaiser.
that was a hell of a time. That's one of my favorite pictures of all time.
Yeah, that's where I say like I don't live in death metal, but like fucking Origin, they were sick, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That bass player was freaking
Origin's one of
crazy.
the they've been around. Most of these
Get
sick
ya.
death metal bands that
Huh?
we get into, they've it's
I'm
underground.
slowly getting there.
Yeah.
These bands have toured the world. The world. They've gone
Well,
on
and-
world tour,
Yeah.
nation tours, and they've
The
been
fucking
around
underground,
since
like-
the late '90s and early 2000s.
Right.
Yeah.
Then we have the newer bands that are out, like the Necrotic Gore Beast. They haven't been around long. I think that they just released their maybe third album.
No, that's a new single.
Well, yeah, their new single,
Well,
but
the-
the
the
album
Brute,
Brute,
the
the EP,
EP.
that's only I think their third or fourth release.
Gorby sounds familiar.
Might be.
I've heard a lot of. I listen to Liquid Metal, Sirius XM. That's the
Oh,
only
yeah.
reason I have satellite radio. And I've heard so many bands that I'd never heard of
Yeah.
before come across there.
Yeah, that's the way to
And
do
it's
it.
like,
Uh-huh.
all right, that's badass. Let me search
Just
that and
leave it
check
on,
out some
bring
more
it
of their
back.
stuff. And it's like, okay, this is fucking killer.
Yeah, because I use his. I sign in under his on the app. So and he works third. So I know he's not listening during the day. So
Nope.
I'll put it
I
on
think
his.
Liquid Metal used to have, I don't know if they do it now, but they would have a particular hour of a day, like maybe Friday or Saturday night, that they would play heavy. Beyond the Pit, I think it was called. I don't know if they still do because I listen just to Spotify
They do
now.
Corridor of Covers.
Yeah.
That's always badass. Matt Hafey has a Chaos Hour show on there now.
Okay.
And he plays a lot of different off
Oh,
the wall.
oh,
And
yeah.
he tells
He's-
everybody, submit bands, man. I'll check them
He's
out. And if I
actually-
like them, I'll play them.
Yeah,
Pretty big fan of like death metal and stuff like that. Actually, oddly enough.
That was
Yeah, I
his
love
first
tribute.
big metal show.
Yeah, I fucking
We did
love
this
Trivium.
very
I love Trivium.
show right here, the Trivium Bullet for My Valentine.
Yeah, Bullet's a good band too.
I said, since it's your first big show,
That was
we
my
did the
first
meet and
big
greet.
show of ever.
Said
of a
we're gonna do
metal.
it right. Did the meet
Never
and
been
greet
to
with
another show
Trivium.
except for
Meet the
local.
band. That was badass.
It was
Meeting
fun.
them
Shoot, well,
guys.
really, the thing that changed my life. This is Maryland Death Fest. This one is 13. This is in Baltimore, Maryland.
Is that the one that we went
We
to?
went
pretty-
to that.
that's a
I
pretty
went
cool
to my
show.
first Baltimore, Maryland Death Fest. I think it was Death Fest 5. I was 16. That was the first time. And I can't believe my parents let me go. Because I went with a group of buddies and I couldn't drive. And another friend of mine that's passed away, God rest his soul, Ian. He drove. Because he met us. I'm from this little country town, Warren County, Bear Lake. So
yeah.
the
Right.
crew I grew up with, we were kind of in our own little bubble in this little country town. You didn't, it was an hour bus ride to
Oh, I
Eisenhower.
remember that.
And so he like started working in Bear Lake and seeing that these guys are into this crazy metal. You ever heard of the band Grave? And Grave was a classic death metal band, and he was into the Japanese metal. So this guy Ian mentioned, "You ever heard of Maryland Death Fest?" I said no. and we got tickets. This is back in 2000.
Here's some crack.
He's a fucking storyteller, dude.
Hell yeah.
I was only 16.
There's always one.
I was only 16
He's
in
ours.
2005,
There
and
you
we
go.
went to that Maryland Death Fest. And there were bands playing there that I already knew of because I listened to them. So I was like in awe. I seen Cattle Decapitation for the first time. That was the first time I
That
was
would be
in
badass.
atmosphere where the band members were in the crowd with you, and I didn't even know that. Like the drummer of Cattle Decapitation with his ear, he always wore the muffs. There was a guy next to me with his ear muffs, and he would just sit there, be playing, have his drumsticks in his hands, and he'd be playing. And he was right next to me and my brother Dave.
If it was early Cattle,
Early,
it
it was-
was probably Dave Astor.
The
who's
only
now
album that was out at the
Pathology.
time was To Serve Man.
Because Dave Astor is actually one of the founding members of Cattle Decap, and he's
Really?
the original drummer. Yes.
He was standing next to us, and then Cattle Decapitation went on, and he's up on stage. I'm like, Dave, to my brother Dave.
This guy was just
I was
right
like,
here.
drummer, and that's my
Rushed
first.
into me. I'm not
This
watching
was
this.
in
on.
Baltimore,
Never watching
Maryland,
the
in a
show,
little Sonar Theater. The whole event was in the club, so you seen every band, and 33 bands a day. I think we seen, it was 60 bands, and my mind was blown. I see
In a day?
and in 2 days, 33
days,
per
okay.
day. Started at noon
I was
and
gonna
went to
say, damn,
midnight.
that'd be tough, 60 in a day.
Mainly like 25 to 30 minute sets, but it's all grindcore. and
Right.
death metal.
Oh, it's just all fucking
And
brutal.
I seen Severe Torture live. Necrophagus I
I
seen
know.
live. Yeah, these
don't
are
have to rub
these
it
are
in.
bands. And Bird Flesh I seen live. Butcher ABC was the band that traveled all the way from Japan. They were all on stage with masks on, like, because that's their culture. Everybody's
Yeah.
wearing a mask. And I bought that album, but from Butcher ABC, and it was just a surreal thing to be a part of that. We'd go, in between bands, we'd go out to the parking lot and slam a bunch of bottles of liquor and smoke up, doing teenager, adolescent
stuff,
things,
yeah.
and I was so intrigued by that. I graduated and moved out here to Erie to Granada Apartments, and I went to the very next Maryland Death Fest and drove myself, because I had a vehicle now. I think that was 2006. I went to that Maryland Death Fest and seen a plethora of bands. It was still at the Sonar Theater. Then a bunch of years later, we went to the Maryland Death
13.
Fest 13.
13.
because of Bloodbath.
Because of Bloodbath and Devourment.
Love to
Yeah,
see this.
Devourment.
so funny.
Devourment
It's like
was
a
so
rare
I could say
occurrence
this
to
is
see
probably the
Devourment.
We've talked.
Yeah, this is funny because I'm
Probably
sitting
the
here
least
thinking,
we've
I'm like,
actually talked.
he's 16, and his first concert to death metal. I was 13. Mine was
Props to your
Boys.
parents for letting you
You
go.
probably
Yeah.
didn't
Mine
just
was
hit
Pete-
21.
Oh shit! What year was that? 2000.
Probably the first Maryland Death Fest. I think it was 2004, 2005.
2005.
Yeah, I was in Virginia
Shit, my
Beach
first ever concert
with
was
her.
here in Erie. Godsmack and Saliva.
I was at that.
Right
Yeah.
after 9/11 happened.
Yep, I was at that one.
2005, my
Yeah.
daughter was born.
Yeah, I was living in
Ozfest
Virginia Beach.
2004.
Always wanted
Dude,
to
I
do
went
an
to
Ozfest.
Ozfest
man. Always-
2000.
That was my very first one. Like Ozfest 2004, and I remember because I walked
Did you
in.
see Typo Negative play live? 'Cause
No, they
that's a
weren't
band
there.
I remember that everything.
Like, I
Typo
walked-
Negative.
I
wish
love
could've
Typo,
seen
man.
live.
I walked
I
in
love
and there was like
Typo.
7 people
I'll
inside
talk
of the
to me
gate,
after
and
the
the
show.
tray was playing,
You seen
and there
Typo
was like
Negative?
no one up front.
No, but
Treyu.
It was
like-
crazy.
being like
I love a
And then,
Treyu, man.
like, the biggest reason I went was because of Slipknot and Hatebreed at
Get
the
a
time.
Typo
I
Negative
was a
cover
huge
band, I'll do
Slipknot
vocals.
Hatebreed fan. And then
When I
that
saw
was
they
the
came to
first
Erie,
time.
Slipknot Hatebreed, as soon as I saw they were coming, I was actually waiting for the tickets to go on sale.
I've seen Hatebreed. I don't know how many
Slipknot's
Who's
my
vocals?
all-time favorite.
Yep.
I guess more mainstream metal band now.
Black. Sorry. Number
Just seeing that
one.
And ran into buddies after. They're like, "Yeah, we were at that show. Like, Hatebreed." Yeah, I said, "Were you even watching the same show I was? Are you fucking kidding me?"
I saw
Badass
Hatebreed.
seeing Hatebreed live. Fuck
I saw
yeah.
Hatebreed at Forward Hall back in the day in Erie, and
Damn.
Dude.
Heavyweights a Hardcore tour. It was
Damn.
Terror, Hatebreed, Full Blown Chaos, No Warning, and Who Bleeds First. Because I loved hardcore music back in the day. Like I went from like new metal to like hardcore. So I went
That's
to like
a big jump.
yeah, it
That's
was.
a big jump.
I went to like every hardcore show I could go to in Erie, and it was
I
was
just love hearing these big name acts that
Insane.
at one point came through Erie in the smaller
yeah,
towns.
Dude,
it was insane.
Hatebreed came here and opened for Slipknot when Slipknot played the Civic Center. And
Yeah.
up on stage, Jamie Josta was like, dude, I remember coming back here, fucking 10 years ago,
2017,
15 years
wasn't it?
ago, something like that.
Yeah,
But,
I
and
was
I
at
remember
that
playing
show, man.
Forward
It was
Hall and
Yeah,
all
I
these
was-
places
dude, it
and
was
shit.
nuts.
And everybody that was in the crowd was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking
like
yeah,
that's
it's
where
crazy.
I originally
That was
met
badass.
Jamie at Forward Hall. Like I was like
That's awesome.
14. It was like the third show I'd ever been to, and my buddy's like, "Yo, hang out after they get done, and you'll meet them." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like,
Yeah, like is this even
I
real?
see this dude on
know?
Headbangers Ball on MTV2
Right.
Yeah.
every weekend,
Yep.
dude. Like, yeah, right. So sure enough, I look over and he's just standing there, and I'm like, "No fucking way."
Fucking A,
So I
man.
walk up to him and I go to shake his hand, and I'm nervous as shit because I'm 14 and I'm shaking like this because I'm nervous. He looks down at me and he goes, "Bro," and he grabs my hand and then he pulls me in and he's like, "Are you all right?" And I'm like, "You're fucking Jamie Josta."
Right.
And he starts laughing and he gives me the biggest hug and he's like, "Bro, it's cool, man. It's cool. Like, how are you, dude?" And like I talked to him for like 15, 20 minutes.
Awesome.
And one of the coolest people I've ever talked to in my life,
Fuck
by
yeah.
far.
That's fucking
Fuck
awesome.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
It was
Yeah.
wild. Are you all right? And gives me this like you talk. I was like, what
Nick
the
was
fuck?
It just
Starstruck.
it
I'm-
makes
yeah,
me,
14,
it makes me so jealous.
15.
All the people we've had on the show that have met people like that, and just hearing the stories is awesome. But to be
Like-
there, it's like, it'd be great, man.
It was wild, man. Like literally the third or fourth show I ever went to. And then I'm asking myself, I'm like, is it like this at every show you go to? Like what how does this work? And I've noticed like if you go to the smaller venues,
Yeah.
it usually that is
Yeah, it is
100%
right
how
there.
it works.
Right.
Hang out,
tables
show
are
them
right
respect,
there.
and treat them like normal people. And,
Exactly.
And that's the thing. Like,
Exactly.
Speaking of venues, have you guys been to the new remodel Centennial Hall yet?
no.
I have not been there yet. At one point, I thought this necrotic
that-
gore beast was supposed to be there, and then, I mean, but
Was
it's
it
at the
remodeled at-
bunker.
They've had
Monster
it.
Tots,
I heard
though?
it was
Or
great.
did
Yeah,
they
after.
remodel it
Oh,
after?
Great.
They remodeled it after.
Oh, it looks.
Yeah,
They just
Yeah.
recently
So they
reopened
remodeled it
Like
after
a-
Monster Tots?
yes.
Yeah,
Week
it
ago
looks
was it a week
amazing.
ago, the
Oh
first show?
my
I seen
God.
They've had
It
like
looks
the
really
Yeah, I don't think I've been
shows
there
since
Yeah.
they've reopened it so far. It looks like they're doing awesome.
You're getting
Dude,
good
it's
shows.
We were privy to
like before it
an
opened
insider
up, and
video.
it's exactly what
That's
Erie
Idol
needed.
Yeah.
Star Promotions,
That's awesome.
right?
He's
Idol
big.
Star?
Yeah, he's
that
big.
guy's great for the scene.
He
man.
he
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
been getting
because
big
he-
acts.
Yeah, because what's happening is like a lot of these local bands are coming on, are being asked to come on some of these touring shows, but they only come. You got to have a good facility,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
you know. And this is
Right.
like fucking next level.
That's awesome.
It's
But
fucking
we
the
saw
lights
it
and the
looked
audio
badass.
is next
I
level
can't
shit.
wait. I can't wait to get in there and see it
Yeah.
myself. Honestly,
I think we're going next.
that May show with Devil's
yeah,
Cut.
yeah, Allburns and
Allburn,
Devil's
Devil's
Cuts May
Cut.
1st.
I seen that
This
show.
is coming. Yeah, I want to go see
Being
that.
advertised there in the.
Because she's like, since we started doing this, we get people just like inboxing us with just fucking, here, listen to this, here, listen to this, listen to this, and listen. And fucking Matt McRae.
We get
just
people showing
all
up
the
to
time
those
sending me,
shows.
"Hey, check
That
this band out,
opens
check this
more
band.
bands. All
Hey,
right.
get a hold of them.
Bigger bands see they got a
Try to
following.
contact
People
them.
come to the
something like that.
shows.
Hey, this would be a good one.
Let's go play there.
So-
Those big bands from other areas, they want to come stop through.
And then they ask,
back to
"Hey,
their
can you
tour."
bring this local band on with us that we saw there?" Fuck yeah.
And that's how it goes. I
That
mean,
is
and
how
I
it
know a lot of
Yep.
people in the area get so pissed and it's
Yeah.
like, why are you bringing all these out of state bands? I'm like, well, first of all, I mean,
If you want to get Erie on back on the map,
Matt,
I mean,
man,
you
this
gotta
is
do
this
it.
is the way you
Yeah.
got to do
when
it.
we played those
Well, see,
Peabody
that's-
shows and Cleveland shows, I mean, those are big national
Well,
world
yeah,
touring
yeah.
acts,
And
and they
also,
always
like,
wanted
I
two
remember-
local bands.
They
Even
always
us from
bring in-
Erie, that we've gone to Cleveland,
Well,
and,
and-
we're the local.
Back in the day, Erie's hardcore scene was very well known. Like throughout, like that's how Hatebreed and Terror of like
All right.
two of the biggest hardcore bands.
Fuck yeah.
I mean,
The War of Ages,
like
right?
they were
War
there.
of Ages.
Well,
they made it.
Some of
they're-
them are from
some of
Edinburgh.
them are
Mushroom
from this
Head come a
area.
lot too.
I
thought they came a couple times.
Whitechapel came through. They came
Well,
through.
somebody from Mushroom Head.
We brought that up with
is
Matt when we had him here. We said we're going to that show.
they're
with
all from
Whitechapel.
Cleveland.
yeah, they're from Cleveland.
They used to play Sherlock's a lot.
Yes,
That's what
yes.
it was.
Mushroom
but
Heads is here all the time.
But this, I mean, it's next level shit, man. The lighting and audio. I mean,
Yeah.
this is what Erie needs to be able to
That's
bring, and
awesome.
then it's going.
Yeah, can't wait to get there
It,
then.
it probably won't be more than a
There's
couple
been
of
how
years, and
many-
Erie's
so
going to be
many
right back
shows
on
there
that fucking
already.
map.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's going to be. But yeah, and then you still got the bunker, and you still got the barracks. I mean, there's still a few more we need to get open, but that's how you grow the scene.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I know some of these people get so pissed off about him bringing other people from us, but if you want Erie to grow,
Yeah.
The way to do it, man.
I
You got-
talk to
you
my
gotta do
wife
it.
all the time
Well,
about finding a way to get the shows. That's the hardest thing for me because the biggest
It
thing
is.
is making it to the local shows and
Yeah.
you got a big
having
show and there's not
kids
that
and-
many people there and
My third
It's
shift
like-
work schedule.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's tough, especially if you're involved in a lot of stuff that's not.
I work a lot of overtime as it is, so
Right.
there's usually
Me too.
I'm working 7 days a week, and it's
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, and that's but I
Making
mean,
a
I feel-
living.
Sometimes I
There's
wish I lived out here in
shows,
Erie so I could
but-
get to more shows because coming from Corey.
I would love to get to more shows, but that's just it. Like,
Drive.
if there is a good
Even from here, you're
band,
looking at a half
national
hour
band that
ride.
came
Yeah.
in,
so hard.
that makes it a
Family
little different.
always
yeah,
first.
I'll suck it up
Wanna
the
do
next
the
day.
shit, but-
There was a couple of them like,
Hey, for that Necrotic Gorby show with a tall carrying veil, ourselves, misanthropic tendencies, and gelatin skeleton, I'm taking that Monday off because that's
I can't.
that's our first show of our 7 days of we play four total
4
shows
Yeah.
and within 1 week.
1 week.
Damn.
I'm taking that Friday
I'm
off
taking the Friday off.
after the Thursday night show at take that day off, skip work on Friday and come out to Phillies on the Rocks.
Listen to these guys, what they sacrifice to come and put on the show, their
Yeah.
work lives, their family lives.
shut the fuck up and
Take
go
some
to a
time
show.
off, go to a show.
What's that
I'm
show
a victim
called?
of it
Pennsylvania
myself. But
Punishment?
yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Because it's here in Erie, because it
Yeah,
originally
that's
was
Dave.
the Erie Canal Carnage Fest.
Okay.
It was the Erie Canal Carnage Tour because every show was around the lake. It was originally
And-
Erie,
yeah.
Syracuse, and Buffalo, but the Buffalo show's what got dropped, and now we're going to Connecticut.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we can still call it the Erie Canal Carnage Tour,
Whatever.
but the show on Phillies is Pennsylvania Punishment. That's. And then it's the Syracuse Slaughter the next Friday. Then we'll
Yeah,
go to
and
Syracuse.
like we were
No, I
saying,
think
we're
it's
getting
a-
Erie to grow. That's 2 bands from Buffalo, a band from Long
Coming
Island,
in.
a band from New Jersey.
Right.
Like back when we were in Blood Gluttony, we had Cognitive come down to Rascals and Chorus.
Cognitive's a world torn band now. Yes.
I remember that
Cognitive
shit,
would
yep.
come to Little Town Corey. A lot of
Yeah.
bands from Erie love to come up to Corey for
Because
Rascals.
Rascals was the best place to fucking go.
We really don't have a venue in Corey right now, and I'm not out in the scene. I'm not out in the bar scene
Update.
these days.
Well, I got an update on the because he just said there's no venues in Corey that made me think. ECAT got a hold of me this week.
Oh, I hadn't even heard about this yet.
Yeah, no.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Way to share with me.
You heard
Damn
it here
Dave.
Breaking news. There was like a new venue at the Lowrider down in Meadville, and like Terror from Grace held like their first event, and then he got a hold of me and said, "Well, I think we're fucked because it was that building is being sold, and
Yeah.
it's in like closing and transition. Well, when they went to go do inspection, they found fucking asbestos."
So great. I
And
was
so
at that
a
show
church
for a bit.
owns it, and Eric's like, "There's, you know how much that's going to cost. They're not going
Oh
to."
fuck yeah, dude. That'd
Yeah,
be
so he goes,
insane.
"So we're looking for
Asbestos
another one." He goes, "But I did think I found one." Then this week he hit me up and said, "The church is actually going on with the getting the removal,
Oh,
Wow.
so they can continue with the sale." He says, "So it's." Yeah, it might, they're hoping maybe this summertime be able to do shows there.
good.
That's cool.
So there's another venue in Meadville.
Churches have a great feel when they become music venues. We went to that out in Pittsburgh to see Gorgas.
Well, this was
Well,
That was Mr. Small.
Mr. Smalls.
That was Mr. Small.
That was an old church, I think.
Was that?
this one.
No,
this
this was like
was
the
an
building.
old
It's just the whole
church.
building owns it. It's like the it's called the
church.
Low Rider
It was
Room. but
used
it
to
owns-
be the Eagles Club in
Eagles
Meadville.
The
Club,
Eagles
yeah.
Club. All
Yeah.
right, all right.
Yeah, but the whole building is owned by a church.
I remember playing, what was it, Otter's Pub in Meadville? We went upstairs.
Yeah, Rajadeen.
Rajadeen
broke
blew
my
like
hand in
blue.
half,
I
dude.
thought they blew up my PA. It was the first time I.
Who's that, Coop?
The singer?
Coop, yeah.
Yeah, dude. His
Rajadeen
arms were the
Reached
size
that
of my
dude. I'm loving that
fucking
thing.
head.
Dude, I
Oh,
went
yeah,
to high
you
school
do.
with that dude. He played football.
Hey,
I went
Yeah,
to
he's a
shake his
dude,
hand, and I
yeah.
swear to God, my knuckles
Yeah,
touched each
stories
other
tonight, buddy.
backwards.
He ripped the
Oh,
microphone out of the cord and of my brand new PA, and I wasn't
swear to
saying
God,
a
he
goddamn
folded my
word to
hand in
him.
half.
Yeah, that
You're
was
good,
Jeff
dude.
Smith in that band.
See, this to me, this whole
Jeff Smith
fucking
was in
this
that
whole
band.
fucking podcast has been so. We were just sort of kind of chucking. Is so fucking interesting
It is.
because we haven't really said this, and you guys are like a
Just-
hardcore grinder fucking deathcore, and everybody has a stereotype of it, and you would think it'd be like other bands like Storms or that type that would be more talk. And we're just sitting back, man, you guys got some fucking great killer stories.
Fuck
dude.
yeah, man.
These are the
Killer
best stories we've
stories,
fucking
man.
It's
heard.
I was
Wait,
telling
love
Nick,
it.
real life, you know?
Dan's the ultimate storyteller over here.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
just being a small.
Just let him go, man. Just let him go.
We definitely know who the quietest is.
Yeah,
I think that's undisputed.
Yeah, Dan.
I'm just
Yeah.
wondering.
Would you like a shot of Jameson to
In a
have with
smaller
you?
setting, I'll go. But like I said, out when we're at a venue, you'll see me standing over here because I don't really talk to many people, and I'll be silent at
Yeah,
the
it's
show.
usually me and Dan talking
Yeah,
after
hey
a
Jeff,
set.
what's it good? Well, Phil, we at
He talks.
the benefit.
He's over there planning my
Kenny's-
demise. I could just tell by his look.
I was like, thank God, Phil's here.
The thing about Phil, though, when he does say something, it holds weight.
Yeah.
That's
he's-
one of those.
He says he says something. It's like, oh shit, I never thought of
That
that.
was
It's just like
with
with
the
us.
old adage, you got to watch out for the quiet
know,
ones.
Yeah.
What
You
was funny is
definitely
at
do.
practice we were talking about what is your toughest song you think, and then Phil actually said one, and I was like, he's fucking human. Thank God, because
I know.
Phil's over there just shredding at the drums.
I know, Phil's
He's
actually-
waiting on
Usually
us
said.
to catch up.
If Phil's actually struggling with a song, it makes us feel good.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like
I know. I'll look at Jeff or Dane and be like, "I'm sorry," and then I'll look at Phil and I'll be like, "I'll shut up now. I didn't mean."
And we all have our one.
I didn't mean sorry.
We all have our one song in the set that we're like, fuck, we really got to play this one.
damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I think it's
here.
for me, it's
What
like
we've heard before.
for me, it's actually
It's always
the
one song.
Misanthropic Tendencies song. That's the one.
Title track.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's the one I wanna
fucking
curse the
love your
fuck out of
stories,
Nick
dude.
for
This
writing
is
those
fucking
riffs.
Awesome. Listen to it.
It's been a fucking killer night so
They
far.
only make us better, dude.
Hey, I'm all
Just
about.
to play.
I'm all about it, dude. I'm all about it.
Yep. That underground scene. When you go to those shows, like typically in other areas, like Pittsburgh, when we just played that show in Pittsburgh, and when we went to Cleveland, the death metal community, there's like a tight knit family. Everybody's talking about the bands you've what are you listening to and who and. Yeah, well, it's just everybody seems to be normal. They just have crazy shirts on that you can't read their names.
Right.
But
Well, that is true because sometimes I'm looking at it going,
See a lot of different
Okay,
shows
I'm
popping
a-
up on my
yeah, I'm an old
Facebook in
Gen
different
Xer.
areas or
Just
different
tell me, just
states.
put
But you
the-
look at the band names, it's like, what's that say?
yeah, I can't. A lot of times I can't figure it out. I'm like looking, I'm like,
Every time I
John,
see a
what
pile
is
of
it?
tree branches, I just take a picture of it and I say like this. Figure out the band name.
what the hell is this?
Fuck
What am I
yeah.
seeing? Is this hieroglyphic?
I'm a big enough nerd to actually zoom in on it and try to make something out of it.
I can typically read most of them, but they are getting pretty hard these days. When they're kind of like ours, but it's
Oh yeah, uh huh.
I think ours is pretty legible.
yeah
Who
compared to
does
other
yours?
ones.
Oh yeah.
they're like-
I think ours is quite legible.
There's some newer
Who
ones.
does your artwork for the band name and stuff?
Actually, there's this kid from like the Philippines, Indonesia area that I pretty much bought everything off of.
Is his
Okay.
name Bobby?
Uki Blood
Please
Art.
tell me his name's just Bobby,
Okay,
just
awesome.
American name.
Bob from
He
the
goes,
Philippines.
or Gagan. He switched from Uki Blood Art to Gagan Art.
Okay.
The logo. I actually myself used to be an artist. So what I did is I drew him kind of a rough outline and sent him and
Right.
said, "This is what I want." And then he sent me something back, and I said, "What do you want for it?" I paid him for the logo. The black shirt that we have that has the image on the back is also from him as well.
Okay.
Nice.
And I'm right now actually currently on the hunt for something else because I'm working up a new design in my head. But I'm trying to hold off on that because right now the big push really for me personally is the album.
Okay.
And then we're like probably 40% of the way done with that, I would say.
Since you mentioned album, you guys are working on an album then.
Yes.
Okay.
We have 7 of the 9 songs are pretty much,
Oh, it's a full album.
yeah.
Yep.
7 of the
Nice.
9 songs are pretty much done at least halfway instrumentally.
Okay.
I still have to do guitars for the last 2. Like the one that we're having trouble with right now is Eaten Through. Because the very first, like, what is it, like a minute and a half of the song?
Yeah.
There's like 3 different tempo changes.
Okay.
Oh, you're just fucking him, aren't you?
It's
Your time signature changes.
3,
Yours
yeah,
is-
time signature changes, my bad.
Whoa.
So that's where, like,
Whoa, don't piss him off.
Yeah, we're
that's
prog
where-
now. We're prog metal now.
That's where, like, I'm having, like, to try to play it to a click. And then I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right.
Okay, so you guys do practice with a click.
Not practice. Well, I mean, he's a human click, really.
Yeah,
but
seriously.
When you're
Have you
going
ever
doing
used-
your guitar riffs on your own, you have a click track. playing
yes, I practice to a click very, very frequently now, which I never used to until I started playing drums.
I can honestly
actually.
say I don't know what the click is. I don't.
It keeps beat.
The
Not
metronome.
It just
Okay.
keeps beat.
metronome, sure. Call it that. I know what you're talking about. Clicks.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Metronome, BPM. It's a way to measure your BPM.
This is why I do vocals, because that's.
He fucking stopped,
Yeah.
man. I was
Yeah.
over here fucking just bebopping and just fucking
But
stopped.
yeah, like I
Thought about
never.
guitar, but then I'm like, maybe I could do vocals. And I sit out here drinking and I scream to myself. And I'm like, I did killer, guys.
I did good.
I did good.
Have you ever practiced with the click before in the
I never have,
past?
Actually, I know I should, but I mean, it's
Really?
something I've really got to improve on. I mean, I try my best to keep
That's
going,
it.
but
That's
No, 30 years, that's not enough.
no, that's
It's not enough for you, damn it, Dave.
That's interesting because I was completely wrong then. I thought you did.
yeah, I mean, I think a lot of what we play is
Because I'm really good at like fucking spotting that shit out.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of what we play
Yeah,
is kind of toward the
ease
top
up,
end of how
I know,
fast
I gotta
can
ease
play,
up
so
to it.
That's kind of like having that ceiling, is I guess, is kind of a metronome.
I
for
couldn't
me.
even imagine you getting faster. Like,
Well, there's times he'll play some
Like
drum
a
rolls,
glass.
and it's
What the fuck?
like I was comparing him to Vital Remains out one day. I was like, dude, that sounded like some
Speak
Vital
for
Remains
Dave
drums.
all that shit, the way you guys can play
Yeah.
the instruments,
But-
period, just blows me away.
If I were to pick a drummer out of every band that I've ever listened to, that who I do currently listen to, that Phil reminds me the most of, it would honestly be Mike Smith, the original drummer for Suffocation, who gets a lot. I don't want to say he has the sole credit for inventing the blast beat because technically the Beastie Boys used it on one of their first albums.
Okay.
The chick drummer used the blast beat,
Charlie Benante, too.
Never heard of that before.
but
Never heard of that.
No.
but yeah, like if the Beastie Boys' first album,
What is it?
I honestly couldn't.
Can't
I
tell.
can't
It's on the
remember.
first album.
That's got some homework.
Now I want to hear the
Damn it,
fucking
man.
blast beat on a Beastie Boys song.
Well, I'm a nerd. Like when I dive into the history of like
Well,
where
we
the
are in the
music
age of Google.
comes
Let me
from
see what I
and
can
who does
find.
what, like a lot. Like I just, the more I know, the better off I will be.
Well, I
essentially,
I just
more
like
you know.
the I just like the information. I don't care if
but
I need it or not. It's kind of cool to
Yeah.
know.
Mike Smith is the one he is famous for not losing his intensity as he sped up, like that, and he would never ever
Okay.
talk. Oddly enough.
Oh,
But like it's
We found Phil's idol.
He reminds me of Mike Smith very, very much so. Like if I will say here, if it wasn't for Phil, I wouldn't be able
Hell
to play
Riot
what I'm
Fight.
playing.
yeah.
What's that?
Hell Riot Fight.
Yeah,
The
it's like they're
Beastie
more.
Boys had blast beats in 1982.
Yep.
Look at that.
Damn, Phil.
Wow.
bringing-
The more you
fucking
know.
Nick bringing the knowledge.
Yeah.
The more
I,
you
I,
know.
I'm a nerd.
Stop bringing
Like-
Google.
When I started playing guitar, I watched like the original Charvel Gang, the documentary on Amazon about Grover Jackson and Charvel guitars and where Jackson guitars come from, because I like to play Jacksons thanks to his
Interesting.
brother.
Yeah.
So like I like to try to learn about the instrument and a little bit of the background. Like I'm a huge Randy Rhoads fan, hence me
Oh,
playing,
yeah.
Randy Rhoads. Oh,
hence
yeah.
me playing
Yeah.
the Rhoads.
That was probably the original guitar, because my
Yeah,
father,
he-
I would hear Ozzy going in his truck
and
Randy
Eddie Van
Rhoads.
Halen. I'm a huge Eddie Van
Ozzy
Halen
on
fan.
solo,
Which
Randy
is
Rhoads
weird
was
because
where
like
it was at.
before
Okay.
this band, I never really played guitar, and
Yeah, Randy Rhoads, baby.
Just something you
Want to
pick.
play an instrument, man.
Let's see. I'm actually.
He's like,
That's
a voice.
reminded me of
But
something.
Aussie
you were
guitarist,
talking
Doug.
Suffocation.
Yes.
First time I heard Suffocation was the Human Waste album back in the early 2000s. And then we seen Suffocation live
Frank
together
Mullen.
at
Yeah.
this Maryland Death Fest,
Yep.
baby. Let's
Yep.
go.
We should
With
have a
Frank-
counter how many times he pointed at that shirt tonight. I think that's 5.
Yeah.
Under
Drink every time he mentions it.
Yes.
Drinking game.
Drinking game, Maryland Death Fest.
But
That'd be a game. We're drinking
that
games.
was,
Woo!
give it up.
Cheers.
that was
Thanks for having us,
super
guys.
legit
Oh, you're-
because
man.
we were
Definitely.
what 12 feet away,
The thing
20
is,
feet away from
the
the
original,
stage.
this is
What,
how
naturally?
big
remember
Maryland Death Fest
the
is
band
now. They're
names,
having
the
their
band
Maryland
names.
Death Fest.
Maryland Death. You just said it twice.
Maryland Death Fest.
You just said it twice.
This is their
He's gotta drive me
21st
home.
edition. So this year is 21 years. It's Memorial Weekend
Yeah.
every year. So this year is Maryland Death Fest 21.
And Dying Fetus is playing a
Maryland
special
Death Fest,
set
that's
from the
right, I
original
forgot.
first
Well,
year.
when I first went, it was for the first 2 years I went, it was in a club.
First one where?
To Maryland Death Fest. Cheers.
Oh, that's too funny. You're
It was at
talking-
the Sonar Theater. Now it's such a big event. The event is split up between 4 different venues within Baltimore.
Damn.
You got to buy separate tickets for each one, or you can buy a 3-day pass and get in everywhere.
Or you can buy an individual ticket and take the wrong line and get a 3-day pass for free.
Which is what Nick did
Okay.
somehow. Gosh.
So I walk up to the line and there's like 15 people and I'm like, why is everybody in this line when that one's open? And McGrath, our old drummer's like, I don't know. And I'm like, I'm going over there. So I walk over there and I walk up to the girl and I hand her my ticket and she looks at me and goes, okay. Wraps this nylon thing around my arm, pulls it tight and sends me in. So I'm like, all right, cool. I walk in, I'm waiting. Finally, these guys come in. And Dan's like, dude, why is yours pass different than mine? I go, I don't know. And I look down and sure enough it says Edison Lot 3-day pass. I'm like, what
Nice.
the fuck?
Guess I'm
Score.
coming 3 days, motherfuckers.
Which was super cool at the time because Blood Red Throne was playing the next day and I really, 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 really wanted to see him. Because like
I gotta ask, where was this all at?
Baltimore.
Maryland
Maryland Death Fest. Cheers. Bill, you gotta be drinking. Cheers.
Bill's
Yes, I
empty.
do.
All right. Bill's
Another
empty.
one?
Drinking with every Maryland Death Fest.
That was fucking funny. It's like,
But he
21st.
said it. Yeah, he
I
said
know
it
that's-
again.
That's
Cheers.
oh, that's too fucking funny.
Bill,
Let's see, I'm not
Good
the
time.
drinker.
One day I'll make it to Maryland Death Fest.
Jesus.
I thought it was just if I said it.
Damn it.
I guess it's everybody now.
No, fuck it. We're all in.
Oh my god, that's too fucking hilarious.
I would love to get there
This year.
this year.
What?
He led you on. He didn't
No,
finish.
no.
Gave me blue
No,
balls.
Dave,
What a
Dave,
cheap-
You're not in
so
the
many,
game,
so
Dave.
many great bands are going to be
You're
there
not in the
this year.
game, Dave, because you're not drinking beer. Mountain Dew.
No, what I would really like to go to this year is
Bloodfest
Ohio
ever-
Death Fest,
Bloodfest.
but that's the
If
same weekend that
Bloodbath
Massive
ever makes it back.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
But Ohio
I'm
Death
in.
Fest is
That's
making a
why we
comeback
went-
after like 20
because-
years.
No, I remember
They
talking
got
about
regurgitation,
I wanted to see Mikhail Ackerfeld's
Malignancy, I
vocals, but
think,
they
is
have
on
the
that
other
as well.
vocals.
it.
No.
But it was
That's
still
a
good
bunch
enough.
of,
They're,
like,
like, they're in
that's
America. I'm going.
Super underground stuff.
Talking to
Like
these guys, shit like this, we're hearing more
Man.
fests I've never heard of.
I
Never.
would love
21 years this year. They're
Ohio Death Fest.
That's what he just.
I
a
want
new
that's
one.
yeah, that's they're coming back now. That Brian.
And
I
to be-
can't. I Baxter, I think is his last name. Don't quote.
To be honest, I think that Connecticut
But,
show we're playing, that's kind of Connecticut's version of a Death Fest because Malignancy jumped on the bill, but they're calling it
Connecticut Corpse
Connecticut
Fest.
Corpse Fest.
Still a cool name.
Everybody's, the Death Fest is every state's using the same name.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, yeah.
I feel like Connecticut's like, let's change it up. This is the Connecticut
fuck yeah.
Corpse Fest. And for Malignancy to all of a sudden jump on it and there be the headlining act, and what's badass about that is our name is right below them in the middle of the
yes.
flyer. Can't miss it.
And we're 3 bands ahead of them. It's us, Coronary Thrombosis, Morgue Terror, and then Malignancy.
I know,
ahead.
but dude,
Somehow we got some badass spots on the
we
the
did.
Syracuse
We got
show.
hooked up. We're playing
playing
at like right around 9 o'clock.
9 p.m.
both
right
nights.
in the middle, which is when people are really
That's when
getting
people are
tuned
coming
up
in.
and starting to
Yeah.
feel it.
I'm hoping we push a lot of
And
t-shirts.
that honestly goes to show the quality of the music you guys are putting out. That
Yeah,
you're
just make sure we don't
attracting
suck.
shit
I'm-
like that. You're getting asked to play those shows.
It's
That says
exciting.
it all.
It's exciting. I won't lie. Like it's very exciting, but at the same time, it makes me. I'm actually I'm getting really excited about starting to write the second album
Yep.
because I'm actually sticking to like a certain specific subject title. Like I don't want to bounce all over the place.
Right.
And I'm intentionally, like I was saying to Jeff a minute ago, I'm trying to push myself with the technicality of the riffs, and so that way I can play more wild stuff that sounds cooler, essentially.
Okay.
Like,
Makes sense.
Yeah, you should really start playing faster, dude. You're way too slow.
yeah, I probably should.
Yeah. It's not fast enough.
Pick up
Never.
your fucking
Not at
game,
all.
buddy.
Jesus Christ, this has
sorry.
been this.
I didn't realize 280 BPM wasn't fast enough.
Jeff. It's not. It's
Yeah, because last year at Hootenanny when Dre told me about you guys, you left too soon because they
did,
came
no,
on.
that's right,
I hit him
I
out the
did.
next day.
I'm
I'm like,
glad
yeah, you
guys
fucking
left
missed
too
it.
soon to see us
No,
because
I stayed. He left.
I was
stayed.
devastated.
Yeah.
I felt so bad for the guys because we had all these plans. We're going to come back. Then I blew my knee out. And then
Nice.
all of a sudden, that first show, I'm on crutches.
Yep.
And I'm like, guys, I was apologizing to these guys. I'm so sorry, guys. And, I didn't plan on blowing my knee out. I had to get ACL.
You did it on purpose.
Yeah.
ACL.
Yeah, you did that on purpose. You took a sledgehammer
you
to
just-
it.
All
that just
last
came
summer.
off not too long ago. That brace.
Yeah, all last summer, it was like that was our return to the stage, and here I am on fucking crutches.
Well, and we only originally
the brace
had,
looks pretty badass, now, but I
I
shouldn't
think
be
it was
wearing it
3.
braceless now.
We only
Yeah.
originally had, I think, 3 shows booked when we went into the start of the summer.
Yeah,
Was like the Hootenanny Massacre and something else, and then next thing
Was
you
it the
know,
Voodoo show?
yeah, it
That's
might
the
have, yeah,
Voodoo
it was the Voodoo, the,
was the first
the
show,
patio,
that was a
yeah.
fun show.
The Voodoo
I-
show was the first one I played a whole set because
Yeah.
Massacre I played half the
Bring
set.
back Voodoo Patio Series.
But yeah, we only had like 3 shows booked at the beginning of
That's
the summer,
right.
and then all of a sudden they just started coming in, and
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I really like playing the Voodoo, and
That
then
was,
it
that
shut
was a fun
down.
show.
But now it's
that
back.
was
I'm
cool.
just not sure. how they're
It was
booking
different. I
things.
like that
I don't
playing
know if we'll
outside
ever
like
get back
that.
there because of our style of music.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, I got a
That was my
feeling.
favorite part. That music just blasted on that corner of State Street.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
It was fun playing that show though. That's one of my favorite shows. The video was good. Sound quality of the videos are good.
Yep.
It was a good mix in those.
I would just wait until you.
Even
So I broke the
cell phone
screen.
videos.
Everybody at what is it, or the Seawolf Stadium?
That was
they're
the
probably like,
that was
"What
the show I
fuck?"
snapped my shit.
Yeah, it's
That's okay.
yeah.
That's all right.
Listen,
I mean,
you'll like it.
Yeah, it'll
You're
wait.
gonna listen to us and you're gonna dig it.
I
Yeah,
do
wait
remember
until
that.
you.
We had all the crazies from State Street heard it that they started
that
coming
one dude.
over.
That was,
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you remember that one?
he owned it. He owned the place.
I owned the
And
rights
he
to
was
this.
trying to ask me if I wanted to smoke crack on the sidewalk, and I'm like, no, dude, I'm sorry, but
I'm good.
I don't need
I'm
that.
okay.
I was like, this song is
I got a
quite.
crack rock right here. I said, I'm not
good.
here, dude.
Good, dude.
We have a track.
You remember that? I said something to you on the sidewalk, like right afterwards, because
Yeah.
I was hoping Phil carry his drums out, and then the dude's like sitting there on the sidewalk, and he like goes to pull out this crack rock, and I'm like, I don't do that. Like I'm good. And then I come up to Phil like in passing, and I'm like, he's got a crack rock. He just tried to offer me. It was wild, dude.
Yeah, we have that track, Many Mental Form Illness, and I was like, this song goes out to everyone here on State Street.
This song
Many-
goes out to that motherfucker right
Many
there.
mental
That's crazy.
form.
That specific
Illness.
guy right over there.
Yeah, and there was. I remember watching the like State Street when Joe Namath was playing. I was just watching people, and they're like going by, just like what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
You know how fucking just nuts
Dude,
they are.
Joe Nameless played my fucking stag, and I had people
Awesome.
leaving.
Yeah.
Andy in his
awesome.
underwear.
Oh,
shit
dude,
stained
that's-
Do you
underwear.
remember when he played Rascals and wrote "I Heart Blood Gluttony" on his stomach
Yeah, those are, yeah.
in his underwear?
Always in his underwear.
Yeah, I'm curious. They got 2 new
Even here for
members.
the interview, full costume.
The
It was
guys
winter.
on
The
the scene,
floor was
like,
wet, and he.
There's
went
great guys
barefoot.
around. Like, I've known
Just like how he would be at
Matt
the show.
from Gelatin Skeleton.
Uh-huh.
I've probably known him longer than anyone in the
Yeah,
scene.
Cox is a great guy.
Matt Cox. I moved here after graduating in 2006 to the Granada Apartments, and somebody up there, because they heard that because I'm like in my own little bubble, moved away from Warren County to here to try to do some things, and some people was like, "You're into that heavy, that death metal? I know somebody that's into that same music." And then they brought me down to, I think it was the Rothrock building in Erie, where a bunch of bands, I think it was the Rothrock building, a bunch of
Yes.
bands had band rooms in the basement.
Yep.
It was off of State Street and kind of near the Basement Transmissions.
Wasn't it down by like the baseball field or something like down in that area?
Somewhere, and that's when I first met Matt Cox, and his band at the moment was Leave No Trace, and that was a sick band, probably one of the best bands I've ever heard, and that's and I think Cryptic Josh is a known person. He was the vocalist of that band, and Matt was the guitar player. Their bass player was Serge. The drummer, I'm not sure. He passed away,
There's that
unfortunately.
Jason dude, wasn't it?
He
was in Cryptic
Yeah.
Demise.
Yes, and God bless his soul. Another good guy that was a good.
Oh my God. He hit
What?
the camera.
Oh, come on, Jeff.
I know.
He
But
Cut me off.
that was
I'm
back in-
sorry. I'm just like,
Cut me off.
That was back in 2006 and 2007, and that's when I
Yeah,
first met
that's like
Matt
Microphone's
Cox.
in my face.
yeah, that's
So-
like 20 years ago. Jesus
20 years
Christ.
ago, that's when I met Max, and he was shredding with the band Leave No Trace. I met Scatella because Matt actually tried to get me in the band with a group of guys, a couple older guys, and then I think Scatella may have been one of the younger guys playing guitar he's playing
James?
for James.
Yeah.
Playing for Requiem
Great
now.
dude.
Yeah, he's
Plays
playing
for
bass.
bass and Requiem and
I
guitar.
met him as well from way back, and then that's how I know James. And the old guys wanted me to do like some Iron Maiden style vocals, and here I am, like I do this style, like I couldn't, and it's like
I want to hear Bruce Dickinson.
I was gonna
do it.
say-
yeah, I was
you.
like, and,
I was gonna say, can you
but
imagine
those were
hearing him
good
sound like
times,
Bruce?
man. That's when I first met anybody from the scene out of Erie, and I knew there was some kind of scene here, but that was kind of like the underground scene of Erie.
Right.
Down there, you had all these bands. I think AK-47 was a band from Erie. They had a room. I remember going.
Mine too.
There was a lot of
We're the
basement
same
shows.
age.
I remember hopping on a microphone one time for one of these bands that were just fucking, or a group of guys that were just fucking around, and yeah, those were good days, man. And that's when I used to go. I got invited and went over to what's the Punk House on the east side of Erie. That was with Matt, and yeah, those are my first roots of the Erie scene with guys from Erie.
Yeah, he's been in it.
Matt's been
Long
playing
time,
ever
a
since.
long
And,
time.
I mean, Matt and Jelskell. That's why I love Jelskell so much, because
Yeah,
they've been
they're a good
playing
band.
for years. They keep pushing.
I
they
got the
keep-
shirt on right here.
Fuck yeah, Gel Skeleton.
Yep.
They keep
Love them
trying,
guys.
and they're the most well known band I think from this area right now. They sound so fucking good, and they've been playing
Fuck
for
yeah.
years.
Mhm.
And the members of that band are guys that have been fucking just slaying from Erie since I've known them since 2006.
I would say they're probably the most unique sounding band.
For
Like,
sure.
Nobody fucking
Yeah.
sounds like Jelsko.
no.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I would agree with that 100%.
Yeah,
I've
Because,
seen them
like,
go
the
through
two-
so many phases with different vocalists and different band members,
Well,
and
it's
they're
the
still
two-
here kicking.
It's the two Matts that just
Yeah.
keep that
Yeah,
shit
Matt
going.
and Matt.
And
Yeah,
they're so,
because
they're so
I-
freaking locked in together. That
They
Yeah.
absolutely
They
are,
are the
because
hardest
I
band.
watched them
Freaking
practice
band.
one time and watch how they practiced and sat
Yeah.
back, and the interaction between both Matts, you knew that they're
Oh yeah.
yeah, you could see that connection with
Oh,
them.
their news vocalist Will, we know Will from Mannequin days
Mhm.
and
Well,
Well,
for Fast.
Rascals.
from Rascals and
That's how we ended up meeting the Mannequin guys, was playing down at Rascals.
yeah,
Okay.
I think Eric Bossert
Yep.
was booking
Brought 'em-
shows at the
brought 'em
time.
up.
Brought Mannequin. That's how we met the guy. That's
Yep.
guys from Mannequin, which is Pipper,
anybody here?
Croc Daddy,
Yeah, I'll say-
Danny Croc.
That's a long story.
Croc Daddy, Pipper, Will. Man,
You know, I say he's been in it forever. He
there's been
got
a lot
me
of
into
years
it.
that have passed with
What?
bands and members going.
Me?
Yeah, you got
bands
me
and just
into it.
continuing
I
to
didn't know
try.
about it until 23.
Yeah. First I knew
So
about
I've only been in
really,
it for
I
about
love
3
metal,
years.
but first I knew about the Erie metal scene was when
That's a good scene too.
when Jaden started working with me at Plastic.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
all right.
And
yeah,
I knew he was gonna be a good friend because he made a big dick and balls out of scrap parts. And I put it right in my toolbox. As soon as I open the cabinet doors, I'm like,
That sounds exactly right.
I'm like,
That's
yep,
hilarious.
that guy's cool.
My first band, some of our first shows were with his band Scarwork at the time, and he's definitely one of
So
those
he's
dudes,
like, you
man.
got it. He's like, you never heard of Massacre? I'm like, no. He's like, here's tickets. You're going. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't.
that sounds exactly
The
right.
Scarwork. We played our first show as Blood Gluttony with Scarwork.
The Wild Horse.
You guys came all the way out to Spartansburg to the
Pass,
Wild
yeah.
Horse Saloon with a bull there you could ride, and it was Tom Worst. That's when I first met Tom Worst.
Yep.
And your wife,
Yep.
she was there, and Steve, and were you in the band at that?
I was never in Scarwork.
And that was the first. It was
Probably the show where I started talking to Jacobson about playing in RFO.
Yeah, it was. I think it was us, the
I
Faded
wasn't-
Fallen, and Scarwork.
And I wasn't even. I went and watched,
You
but
weren't
I
in the
wasn't
band yet.
playing. Though.
Yeah, you weren't in Blood Gluttony yet. Your first
too
show
many
with Blood Gluttony was in
mentions.
Sherlock's.
Yep.
Go pee-pee.
That's a good
Death
first show to be on
Yeah,
with
pee-pee.
Bridge Burner.
Yep. Dude from
I
Shockwave.
remember holding the baby.
And dude
I had
from
short hair
Shockwave.
then, and
Who the hell was in
fucking
Bridge Burner?
Thanks to all the mentions of a certain.
Maryland Death Fest.
I gotta pee.
Yeah.
Here we
Fucking
go.
Maryland Death Fest.
Here we go.
Oh, fucking hysterical.
God, who the hell was in Bridge Burner?
The only
know
one
any
that
of
I
those
remember was the vocalist, one of the vocalists, or somebody who did vocals for Shockwave at some point.
Yeah.
Because I remember Shockwave from the hardcore days at Forward Hall, and that this December Con is what they called it. It was their last show ever at Forward Hall, and I have never been in a more packed venue in my life.
Ah, that had to be so much fun, though.
I was literally like this, like a sardine, and then the second they come out, like that pit
Open.
opened, and everybody's throwing the elbows and picking up change and all that, and I'm like, dude, this is gnarly.
I love watching the pit. You'll
Speaking
never
of my
see me
wife,
in it,
I
but
just texted her who the hell was in Bridge Burner. I bet you she would know.
But yeah, that was
Yeah, when I first got to see, Lori, fucking drummer. I remember her. She had
the fan.
she had the
would always have
skull.
the fan blow
She
her
had the
fucking-
skull.
yeah.
That first show, she had to always tried to auction off a bottle of Skull vodka. Like I remember her auctioning it was in the Skull.
that sounds
Yeah,
pretty
that sounds
cool.
like one of her
Vodka?
moves, yeah.
That was that first Skull.
Is that how she got you? No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, what is this? And
I'm just kidding.
we were a 3-piece at that time. It was just me, my brother Dave, and Jake Campanini.
Yep.
But yeah, that was a good time.
She says, "Oh, geez, that dude from Sherlock's and some other dudes."
Yeah,
That dude.
That narrows it down. God,
Yeah, thank you. That dude.
Well, and Tom Worst, he would always wear like death metal. So he always had a Necrophagia shirt. I think he would wear, and that made me like Tom.
That's hilarious.
Pretty sure he would wear a Necrophagia shirt. Tom Worst. So he's listened to some death metal, and that's how we would connect. Is because he'd have a death metal shirt on randomly. He'd be like, dude, that's a good fucking band right there, that shirt you're wearing. And
I remember the first
I
time.
remember with Suffocation.
The first time I met him, I ate an eighth of mushrooms. And went to the Wild Horse, and I was standing there just zoning out on everything.
The bad thing is, I know
That was
exactly.
probably that show.
how you
He
felt.
was wearing a cutoff shirt, and he's all sleeved up, and I was literally just staring at his arm. Didn't even notice it. And he turns around, and he looks at me, and I was like, "Dude, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't like." And I was tripping. I ate and ate the mushrooms. I was gone.
Yeah.
Just staring at anything and
know.
everything.
I know exactly how you feel because when we lived in Virginia Beach,
My bad, Tom.
we
If you
went
watch
to.
this.
I went to go with a bunch of guys at work to go see. I don't know if you guys remember the Grateful Dead.
Never.
Yeah.
Right.
I've never seen him or anything, but
Well, Bob Weir, one of the original members, has a side project called Rat Dog. Same type of music.
Okay.
Good to get fucked up with, and just but it wasn't my thing. But the guy had free tickets. I'm like, all right, I'll go with you anyway. And it was at like a little theater, and we had to meet at his house. So we were each going to get mushrooms and shit. There was like 8 of us and shit. I'm naive, never had mushrooms at that time before, so I don't even know what they look like. Okay, so smoking some weed and shit. We get to the venue. Hey, when you get to the bathroom, fucking just eat the mushrooms. Okay, that's all they said. Well,
Uh-oh.
I ate the whole fucking thing. Yes.
Uh-oh.
And I didn't realize it was a fucking all ages fucking event. So I'm like freaking out because there's like fucking little kids here, and I'm like super fucking wigging out on fucking shrooms and shit.
No.
I ended up losing my friends,
Baby
calling
bladder.
my wife,
It
who was
happens.
7 months pregnant with our daughter, to come pick me up. She found me. I was sitting
Oh,
in the
yeah.
median in front of the theater, like just in the median. I was just sitting there, just fucking chilling out. She
Yeah.
was so pissed.
You
7 months, yeah. I went back
We'll
home.
have that.
Yeah, that was my first, yeah. But now when we go play like vacation and shit, we'll fucking microdose.
Yeah.
I fucking love
Well,
that
that's
shit.
vacation.
Like a,
Shit.
That was
I love
awesome.
Virginia Beach. That's where I proposed to my lovely lady.
yeah, it was.
Virginia
I haven't
Beach.
been back since we
Married?
moved
Sun
out.
coming up.
How long?
Been married how
ago?
long?
Still engaged, but we've been 17
Still engaged.
years.
Okay.
I see
Taller
the
by
pose and
one.
I'm like, here,
17 years together.
Yeah, 17 years with 2 kids. Virginia Beach, sun rising. I was like, this is the time. And so we're gonna go back. I think our plan, since we're gonna go back to Virginia Beach and get married, just us and the kids, and then throw a first time hearing it, Nick. Anybody? Our plan right here on the podcast
Fuck
is
yes.
we're gonna go to Virginia Beach and get married out there, just like the proposal day. And you know, we've had some crazy things happen. We've both lost parents. You
Yeah.
know, in that 8-year gap, in my absence, that track we have, I talk a little bit about that. So things have gotten crazy in you know, COVID, in the COVID era, and
Life
right
happens.
after shit
Life
got
happened,
crazy.
Oh Jesus
And,
Christ! Did that shit get
so,
crazy?
We're gonna go back to Virginia Beach, where one of the happiest times was out there, and we had our
That's awesome.
our first child was
Yeah,
out
I wouldn't
there.
mind going back for like a week visit.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
get a hotel room and go to Captain George's, the all you can eat seafood, and
Me and
see if
me
Greenies
and
is still there at the
Mrs.
bar.
What the fuck, Chuck? Who's
I don't like
usually back
seafood.
there.
Oh, I would eat that.
We just
I was
celebrated on
demolished.
420.
I
Okay.
was
28
raised on
years
seafood.
as a couple.
Oh, nice.
28 years as a couple. This
Yeah.
420.
We've been me and my
Married.
wife.
Married
25.
24 years.
Shit, sometimes I think it's
We'll be married 24
it's
years
it's
this
a family
July.
thing. My parents were common law married for a while, but then that doesn't matter now. You know, that went away like 10, 15 years ago.
Right.
And so I think my issue was, I grew up like that, so this is how it's got to be. You know, and me and my fiance, we've been together. We're going on 18 years, Megan and I. 2
That's
kids,
badass, man.
gone through a lot of
Yeah.
things. I think what's best is you gotta be with your significant other. Go through all the situations that can happen in life to realize and understand that you can go through that shit together.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we've gone through just about everything together. And
Metal podcast to relationship
to relation,
podcast.
yeah.
Oh,
Good job.
yeah.
101.
Yeah.
Good job,
Real
Dan.
life, hey man, this is why I can't get the shows.
Those are the
you know?
couples that last, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I was.
The one
we're
that
still
can-
kicking.
Yeah, well, I'm on
17
my-
years.
They'll
Yeah.
be there for you at your highest, and they will
That's
be there
right.
even harder for
Yeah.
you at
Yeah.
your lowest.
I'm on my third
She's at home with the
married.
kids right now as we're here doing that podcast. We're going on that
Yeah.
our little tour there.
Yeah.
You know, in Blood Gluttony Day, she was at every single show.
Now, would
Every
she go with you to
single
this-
show. And since we with
Oh,
this
that was the kids. Yeah.
now the
Yeah,
kids, she
kids,
hasn't
yeah.
been to one show, and that's the difference now.
How old are your kids?
9, and we have a little baby Noah. He's 2.
Awesome.
Man, I missed
Nick,
it.
you had
Nice,
kids the same age as well. You just had a baby.
Jesus Christ.
I say just, but
His daughter's
it
getting
feels
ready
like
to
it.
hit 21, and then my daughter's getting ready to hit 21 right after. They're best friends. That's how me and him met.
Yeah,
'Cause
my
our daughters
oldest.
got to be best friends in elementary school, and we've been friends ever since.
Phil actually has the youngest baby. He just had a baby.
Yeah,
I had
Did you?
Yeah, 5
See, I got a
months.
28
months,
year old.
congrats, man.
I've been-
How
Congrats.
many months?
4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months?
Four?
Yeah, I thought it was 5.
I can't get. It'll be forever from a Graham. Well, it's so funny 'cause I'm sitting there listening to you guys. I'm like, Jesus Christ! And here, me and my wife. I was having the conversation yesterday with my wife about retiring.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck.
Damn it,
Time
Dave
goes
is
by
old.
quick.
Fuck, I'm ancient.
Damn it, Dave is old.
Yeah, it's all right.
He always tells me.
That's how it is in our band. We got our dad here all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Fucking.
My favorite was.
I've actually had the retirement conversation with my fiance because I'll be able to retire if I stay where I'm at, if my shop stays open.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'll be able to retire at 58.
Military needs more
Because
equipment. I was
I'm
telling you.
UAW.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so there's a special retirement clause for us at 58 years old with 30 years of service.
Right.
I got hired at 27. So when I hit 58, I'll have 31 years of service and I can see you bye.
How old
Oh,
are you
and
now?
it goes by so fucking
37.
quick.
37?
Yeah, because we were just talking.
So yeah, I mean it's 20 years sounds like a long time, but really when you look at
It
it, in
goes
the
by.
aspect of
It flies by.
you've been
man.
playing drums for 22, you've been doing vocal, you know what I mean?
As soon as the kids appear, time starts flying.
it's
It really
wild
did.
how fast it goes in
You
comparison.
think you got all this time to
It
do
really
this
did.
and that, and all of a sudden your child's 10.
Oh yeah, I
From
mean,
her in
yeah.
elementary school.
Pretty soon they'll be 20.
doing plays.
You guys know.
Playing
Well, yeah,
high
but-
school softball, cross country, and now she's on her second
I've been
year
at
of
my
college.
I've been
down
at my
IUP.
profession this
It's
month.
insane,
It'll be
man.
36
It
years.
flies so much.
What do you?
Barely
I'm a
talking
master
to her,
plumber.
forcing her
Oh,
to,
okay.
She's got her own
I
life
own my own
going
little
on
company.
now.
making her drive me home from massacre.
Yeah, I mean it's. If I make it to
She
6
did
days,
all 3
they
days
gotta
of it
die.
last year.
Good.
Right on.
And I'm gonna.
And she
do
was
it.
there for everyone. That
She
was
was
the
the
first
fuck out of
last
the
year.
way.
My daughter
There
at
you go.
Massacre
Yeah, I'm
was
tired.
awesome.
Yeah, you get to the point you're fucking tired.
His boy, we got his boy into the metal, but then
Last year,
Lindsay
Metal
and
Massacre,
Char
I
both
brought my son to his
massacred.
first. Well, I brought him to Metal Massacre 2 years ago.
That's such a great.
3
place.
years ago when we
So
weren't
much
we
fun.
weren't playing live yet. But last year, Josh watched us play because we played Metal Massacre last year, and my son would have been 8. He was right up front.
Yep.
That's all I ever wanted, to be honest, because it's Blood Gluttony, no kids. And then we quit playing. It's like, I don't know if my kids are ever going to see what I used to do.
What do you think of
And at
the
least see me play.
how they're going to do Metal
Fuck
Massacre
yeah.
this year? What do
Uh,
you think so far? The 30 bands that they've picked.
I think it's good. We're on it. We'll be on Metal Massacre.
okay.
I'm super
A
excited.
little different the way
Super
the ticket
excited
sales
for
are this
Gouted
year.
Corpse specifically. Like
Gouted Corpse,
when
yeah.
they got announced, I was like, yes.
There's some
like
good ones
that's a
coming
sick
out.
band.
Like, on
I mean,
Really
all
good
five.
obviously,
man.
like I love watching Battle Chapel when they play because, like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm a huge. I love Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like to go from one extreme to the other. And
I like the Viking metal personally.
But,
I
like-
do like Viking metal,
Yeah.
man. I'm
But,
on
like,
a
no, I
Mars.
think it's gonna be-
Love a
Having bringing Gouted Corpse, that's just showing that you're a multi-genre festival for everybody, and that is a pretty sick band to bring. Gouted Corpse, and
when they open,
I feel good because there's going to be another,
When they
band.
open applications
like
next
that.
year, I'm gonna let Dave know, my buddy
Yes.
Dave from Morgue Terror, so they can send in their app because I'm trying to get them down here a little more.
I think it's
often, too.
I think it's awesome.
They're.
I think Jelscal's played with Morgue Terror a couple times.
I'm not
At
sure.
least once. I'm pretty sure they've played with Morgue
I got a
Terror.
feeling it's
It's gonna be a killer.
it's gonna be
year,
over 1,200
It's gonna be a
people
killer
for that
year.
weekend. I bet.
What was the total last year? Was it over 800?
No, I thought they said with everything it was around 1,000.
Wow.
You sure?
That's crazy.
I think that's what Chris
Wow.
told me.
Yeah,
Between the two
we asked
days?
her like mid-show the one time we were here
think
sitting
so.
here, and I messaged her while we were on the show.
Yeah, I think it was like. I,
But it was
close to it was
Big
around
numbers,
1,000.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Chris
think
is- she's doing an awesome job with everything.
I think it is.
She really is
It's
doing
like,
a killer
I've-
job.
I
I've
think
been
it's
the one in
fucking
contact with her to go over the contracts and everything.
Yeah.
We're actually, there's like a package we could do. So we actually offered 2 of our shirts. So we're gonna throw 2 shirts into the package, and then
Awesome.
if somebody wins the shirt, whether it's your size or not, if you want to come and exchange it for a different one,
Right.
you'll be able to do so because I don't know who they're going to. I don't know what size they're going to
Right,
be.
yeah, that's always difficult.
So
Yeah.
I'm just
Kind of
going to
like
throw
what
in.
we did last year.
We did.
I'm going to
Same
throw in
thing
2
last year.
larges, and then
We threw out a question. They gave us tickets to give away, and we
Yep.
threw in a couple shirts with it too.
yeah, I'm going
Told them the
to.
same thing.
She asked if we could do that, and I said absolutely, not a problem.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, we'll be
It
back.
all gets more people involved in it.
Exactly.
And we'll be back sponsoring
And, like-
again like we did last year.
I mean, I went to this festival and won this shirt, and these guys are super cool. You
Fuck
know what I
yeah.
mean?
It's a cool
Like,
event.
yeah,
It's got to be a
exactly.
pink shirt.
We can throw
We
a
can do
pink
the
one
pink
in.
shirt.
Real men wear pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's
I like the way that's the logo black with white outline on the pink.
Yes.
Is that what that is?
No, that's the red. This is actually
Yeah, but the same style logo, white
Yeah.
with black outline.
black with a white outline. It's
Oh,
inverted.
that's the
the
pink.
pink one's inverted from the red.
Nice.
I do have a question. Is there a certain show you all are looking forward to playing this year?
All of them.
This run we're going on is
Okay.
I'm excited for
If I had to specifically pick one, man, I don't know if I could.
It's got to be that
hard.
Connecticut one.
It is the Connecticut
Nobody
because-
gets
Yeah.
out. Nobody gets out that far.
No.
Like,
And to play with malignancy to like almost and like
yeah. Okay, I agree with Jeff.
see as
I would, yeah.
it's
Well,
hard to get.
yeah.
It's hard for local bands to get out that far.
It
away
is.
from here.
And I think it's
some people
fucking
have
so
connections
fucking
with
awesome.
Cleveland.
Right.
Some people have connections with Pittsburgh, and but it's hard to get into like
Every
Pittsburgh.
Somehow
band
that fell
started
into
off
place.
as a local
We've
band,
all been in.
Oh,
we've
sure.
We've all been in bands with like we've all been
but you
friends
got to
with
be
bands
willing to travel.
that are over in Cleveland.
Pittsburgh,
But-
Cleveland, Buffalo, yeah.
But Pittsburgh and Buffalo are a little bit harder to get into,
yeah.
and you really got to know people.
Yeah.
But then to go as far as fucking Connecticut, dude, that's sick.
That's fucking awesome.
I
That
that's
is
I
awesome.
gotta give Dave I gotta give all the credit
these
to
other
Dave for
guys
that.
from that we don't know, we're just gonna be meeting them. When
See, like I know Dave and Ben a little bit more because I've been directly involved with
Well, I
them and
mean, in
talking
real-
to them.
in
But like
person.
to meet
We-
them in person,
yeah.
yes.
yeah, and
Yes.
that's gonna that's good getting some good ties, good connections.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, as
It's-
when
it's-
with
That's
our
the
old
biggest
band,
thing.
It's
Blood
Making
Gluttony-
refreshing to hear
connection.
this.
in their old band Blood Gluttony, it took us 6 years
To
to
really
get a
get
big
going.
show, to go to Cleveland and to get on a bill, to get on that main stage of Peabody's and open up for bands we've listened to since we were teenagers.
Right.
But also you gotta
This
think
time
too.
around, it's taken only a year.
But also
And
you
we're-
gotta
we-
think
we're
too.
spreading
you
out.
guys
got the
have
right
it.
mix of sound. You got
you
the-
guys
Once you're,
Well, we're now known, you know.
once you're in the scene though, and you start making these connections, like
Yeah.
the next time you're in a band, everybody's paying attention to it.
Yeah.
And that's what's good with these guys. I mean, everybody knew who Blood Gluttony is,
Right.
You know, for a while.
I remember them.
Everybody
I
liked
remember
them. Everybody, you know, they're cool dudes. So,
Oh shucks.
well, I mean,
Thanks, Jim.
I mean, look, it's the fucking truth. So,
Yeah.
So if you're cool to people, like people remember that
Yeah.
shit, and that's what I take from being in the scene itself. Like,
Also I
if
think
you're just fucking cool with people, you're gonna make connections. And once you
Network
make those
talk,
connections,
make the connections.
once you
become
make
friends
those
with the people.
connections, like it lasts for the next band, and the next
Exactly.
band after that, and the next band after
And it
that.
can carry you to places like
Yeah.
the Connecticut Corpse Fest.
Connecticut.
Look at that shit. Within a year. That's fucking badass.
Well, and it's-
That is fucking badass. I will applaud that.
And it's not. And
Awesome,
it's
man.
funny too because you guys haven't even hit your stride yet.
No, I think we're gonna this show-
year-
That's
gonna
what
be-
I mean.
this
And to
year's
me,
gonna
that's
be
why
big.
I think it's
That's what I'm
amazing.
excited about.
You haven't even hit your stride.
I wasn't,
Fucking
you know,
year.
like shit. I used to two-step on stage and move like a maniac on stage. I blew my knee out. I haven't even moved yet. Like I wish I could. I'm saying a lot's practice. I don't know if I can be able to two-step anymore with my blown out knee, but we'll get there. I had my funnest time so far at the Mosh for Tot show. I was a
good
I was
one.
a few Yinglings in. I was feeling good. I was moving well.
yeah.
I was talking shit on the stage. You mother Blood Gluttony. I would,
You
you
used to
know,
do that shit
I
all
don't
the
talk big in the
Oh,
public,
yeah.
but I would go on stage and be like, "You
Oh, yeah.
fucking pieces of shit."
Right. Like
ego.
you kept saying, alter ego.
Alto
Alter
ego.
ego
Yeah.
comes out. Yep.
I
That
feel
was
like
a good.
that's gonna
That
come
was a good
back this
show.
summer.
Mosh for Toss was a good show.
Bogminator,
Yeah,
man.
it
I
was.
fucking loved Bogminator.
No Mosh.
Those
and
dudes
Bogminator
were
was
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
Holy.
Hell yeah.
I had to drive up from
Bonginator's on that
Pittsburgh.
Ohio Death Fest.
What was that?
yeah, I had to drive up from Pittsburgh because we were at Steel City Con
Okay.
and fucking got pictures with like Robert Englund and Linda
Hell yeah.
Hamilton.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
fun.
The family and I
Yeah.
showed up like an hour before our fucking set.
Yeah.
I'm just now starting to get into horror movies. I usually don't like them.
Yeah.
My wife is starting to get me into it because she's a big Halloween fan and all this. So I'm like, she's after 25 years, she's breaking me down.
Oddly enough, I'm not.
If you get
I
in,
used
man,
to be,
you ain't
but
gonna leave it.
No,
not so
no,
much.
man.
I don't really watch horror movies much
just-
No,
anymore.
you don't. You
I
don't.
just
I
can't
really
do the
don't.
ones that could
when you
like,
do, you're
happen
like,
in real life.
I'm jumpy. All right.
I can understand. I can
I'm
appreciate
jumpy.
Those I don't know, like Saw.
I've
like,
known
that
you
happen.
for so
That
long.
could happen.
Jumpy. I can't help it,
I've
man.
seen you in the horror movies on.
Because I jump. I jump when I play video games.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
I got my 10-year-old into that shit, and he's just like, "Daddy, when can I watch Terrifier?" I'm like, "Never."
Never.
I did watch that.
I'm like, "Go figure that
That's-
shit out."
That's probably
Not even like a horror movie.
The
That's
worst
like
thing I've
gore
done as a
porn.
parent. I've let my young child watch every horror movie because I'm a Jason Voorhees fan.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
That's actually a really good movie.
Technically can't.
All
Rejects
that,
was really good
Devil's
as well.
Rejects.
Yeah, those are
All those Rob Zombie
sadistic,
films. Oh my Christ.
I
deranged.
Once you
I like this Halloween movie.
Once you just
Yeah.
convince them that
I
like
did
this
too.
is just a story that's being told. These aren't real people.
Just like how I talk about the lyrics, it's just like a horror movie, and I think
I don't know about
Which one
that.
was after the Devil's Rejects, though?
Three from
I
Hell.
can't-
Three from
yeah.
Hell.
From Hell.
Three from.
And then there's one more, right?
I'm the one who doesn't watch horror movies.
From the, after Three from Hell, isn't there one more? 31 or something.
No, that was a different. That was a
Different.
Three from
Rob
Hell
Zombie.
was.
I mean, of course, Sherry
kind of
Moon
out
was
of
in
that
it.
series.
Yeah.
Captain Spaulding was always my favorite, man. Love
I don't
that
know. My
fucking
wife
dude.
took me to go see the new Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, the newest one.
Yeah, the newest one at the theater, and I screamed like a little bitch. There was a jump scare, and it was like at the beginning. I did. It just came out. It was like a really bitch sound. She was laughing. I'm like,
That's
yeah, I
my
don't
damn
do
it,
this.
Dave.
It happens.
I'm
That's
a
what I
jumpy
saw.
person. I can't help
But
it.
back
Yeah.
when kids growing up, we used to sneak videotapes of Faces of Death.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
we all
remember
know
that.
Have no fucking problem watching that.
Yeah.
Fucking laughing.
Fucking
Kids
dudes
laughing
dropping
during it.
helicopters and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Rotten.com.
I remember
I used to
that.
watch that shit, and I'm fucking laughing and shit when
Holy
that
hell,
fucking
Consumption
skydiver
Junction.
fell in the gator pit.
My brother showed me
I'm
Rotten.
laughing. I'm like,
ConsumptionJunction.com.
like, what's wrong with me?
My father
And
telling me, I
Rotten.com.
don't want to hear
Holy
if you're
hell,
having
man. There was
nightmares.
some
And
twisted
it was
shit.
Faces of Death. I was like, what is this movie you rented?
Yeah.
Faces of Death.
Oh yeah, but
And I
like,
think it was Maniac. Too,
I can't watch Saw. Any of the Saw movies because that could happen. I'm like, yeah, Faces of Death.
Watch
fine,
any
I'll
of
laugh.
them older horror
But
movies now.
Saw,
It's like,
can't
really,
do
I
it.
was scared of this.
So
Can't do that
cheesy now that you
Yeah.
rewatch them and oh yeah.
No, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a sick psychopath fuck because I don't mind those fucking real life fucking
Yeah,
like war
real
like
life.
war clips and shit. I'm like, oh yeah, that's great. Oh, he got blown up. I'm laughing and shit. I can't watch Saw.
Can't watch that, but yep, reality TV
We're
dudes.
actually in the
Yeah.
middle of watching all the Saw movies.
Yeah,
I just watched the new one. It's actually a lot better than what I thought it was going to
I
be.
haven't
So
seen
Saw
it.
10's awesome.
It was a
I
lot
haven't
better
watched
than what I thought it was
any
going
of
to be.
I was planning on
I
doing.
watched the first 3 in the theater like the night they came out.
Me
And
and my sister. Me and my
Yeah,
sister used
I'm
to go see
game.
this.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
We're just sitting here talking to ourselves and like, man, we're almost hitting the 2 hour
We're gonna
mark.
hit the
We go,
2 hour mark.
Wow.
and
we're
maybe
gonna,
the
we're gonna break
first.
the record. I'm like, fuck it, yeah, we're just
I think
gonna
we
let it
could.
roll.
What's the record?
I
I'm
think we're
not
coming
certain.
close to it. I can actually,
Oh, we're gonna beat the fucking record.
I can
Let's
actually.
go.
You told me the back door there.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna have to.
Let's see.
Guys, here.
Yes, sir.
Actually, it's 2 hours and 12 minutes and 10 seconds,
Step down.
and that was Terror
Turn
from
to the
Grace.
left.
Where are we at now?
We're at one
Well,
hour
it's
and
dark
55.
now, right? You,
Yeah,
Yeah.
see that light switch? You turn it on.
If you need light.
oh no.
You don't need light to find
But,
it, do you?
yeah.
I mean, I do.
I don't need light. It'll just.
It does.
I always carry a
It steps
magnifying
down.
glass
though,
everywhere I
so
go.
It does step down.
Yeah, we don't want you blowing out your other fucking knee.
I know, right?
Yeah, please don't let him do that.
Yeah, no. No more fat and bald plastics, Dan.
This
You
has
need a singer.
definitely been a fucking
This has been
episode,
interesting. This
man.
is-
Damn.
You guys are.
Yeah,
The memory of you guys remembering
I mean,
all
Phil
these
just
different
can't-
bands,
Phil
all
just
the
can't shut
different
the fuck
band
up.
member names. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man.
Man, when it comes to
I can
death
barely
metal-
remember Corey Taylor on Slipknot.
When it
let
comes to
alone
death metal,
drummer
though,
from
like,
this guy.
These
And
guys
see,
are the savants. with
And
that
I'm
shit.
just now
Right.
starting to dabble into it because of him.
Yep.
So I'm sitting here we're going, man, I got a lot of homework.
Like
All
I
these
said,
fucking names I'm going.
What I like to do is I like to pick 4 or 5 albums, listen to them just on repeat for the week because I like to study the riff structures, the patterns, the tempo changes, and things like that. And when I get something that I really get stuck on, I send it to the band chat for everybody. 90% of them Dan already knows,
Right.
of course. But like, I send it to the guys because I'm like, I'm really feeling this or something like that, and like, to a lot of it because I know Jeff doesn't listen to like the extreme stuff that Dan and I do per se.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I started listening to this shit that we're about to, like, these bands that we're about to play
Never
with.
so
There's some
quietly.
sick stuff like that.
I have.
Necrotic Gore Beast, that shit's awesome.
Like
Yes.
he was never gone. Like he was.
So what would be like the best concert you guys ever personally have gone to?
Ozfest 2000,
Really?
Pantera.
Really?
Maryland Death Fest.
And well,
Death Fest, baby.
Oh, I knew that was coming out.
For myself personally,
Chicago Domination Fest.
that would have been brutal. I wish I.
It was disgusting.
Because
I saw
that's more
Putrid
of the
Pile,
slam band.
Gravitational Distortion, Carnivore Disproporus. Like,
See, I've never seen
Wounds.
Putrid Pile. I'm jealous.
Name is
Like,
that hard to say.
it was literally all
Putrid Pile is a
straight
one-man
death metal.
band. There's a couple of these sick, like
Wearing a
sickest-
sombrero, slamming Coronas on stage.
There's some
just
of
playing.
these sickest
Yeah, it was
sounding
awesome.
guys that they're one-man bands. Like they record everything themselves, and when they go on stage, it's just them playing guitar.
Blood Soaked, Putrid Pile,
Insidious Decrepancy.
Insidious Discrepancy. That's Sean
Right.
Whitaker, but he doesn't really. He went kind of crazy.
Damn it, Dave. We have
Well, a lot of
not
people
been
like
to
my
enough
brother
shows.
Dave.
We have
My
not.
brother Dave was doing that single stuff, and he's
Yeah.
lost it.
I remember that.
Fortunately,
Oh, yeah.
Those are really the three that stick out.
I'll say
For
another
one-man
one
bands.
that I saw that was sweet. That's off the beaten path of what we've been talking about. But Alice in Chains, when they came back out with the new singer
yeah,
at
Okay.
House of Blues in Cleveland.
Really?
they're probably one
It
of the
was-
only bands that have with their new singer that sounded decent
Yeah,
at that.
but it was fucking sick because it was their first time, like really getting
At the
back
House
out
of
there.
Blue, that'd be a good place.
And in a House of Blues, like the intimate kind of setting with, a few thousand people, but they were cranking out their old shit like Wood and Angry Chair and
That was such
fucking
a-
down in the
Yeah,
hole.
damn.
Fucking everybody in the crowd was singing along to that shit because they were so pumped that they were back out there.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
one of the
That
sickest
was
concerts
great.
I've ever been to.
Yeah, when they give that type of performance and like the audience gets right into it, that's when you know you're at a sick show.
When everybody knows the fucking words and they just all start singing in unison. That's
yeah,
always sick.
those are good times.
That's fucking awesome.
Tell you what, these last. If the band came to Erie, I would see it. Last year was your first big metal show.
Right.
But also my first time traveling for a metal show when we went to Trivium and Bullet.
Oh yeah, that was a good
so
show.
haven't gone to many more than what was in Erie. And then
Yeah.
just at the Roxy.
The show
What
you
about
guys
you,
just
Phil?
went to
They go to conferences.
That was a good
would have
one.
been a pretty damn good
It
was
show
good.
because
Alex,
That was a
when
good one.
Alex stepped up and he shut the whole
I mean,
crowd
they're
up.
Phil's
they're
favorite
the hot
concert
band
was
right
Jill
now.
Scott.
He shut the whole crowd up on there. His voice- His voice.
I mean, it's a way to
without
get
the
out to 'em, though, I
microphone,
guess.
his voice
Just play 'em.
carried without the microphone for
Yeah,
the
Slaughter
whole
to
play.
Prevail
Yeah,
is
they-
a hot band.
Dude, I hit
Very
I forgot
good
about that. Rings of Saturn.
performance.
It was killer.
Yeah, dude.
That was a good, actually a good place to see.
To, like, basement?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You were
forgot
on
about
that,
that.
The Basement's had some pretty good death metal shows. Rings of Saturn came. I missed that show. I felt
Archspire.
really bad because Obituary came, which is classic death metal. And I
Yeah.
never, that was in the time period of parent mode. I couldn't make it. I had shit going on.
Yeah, but we saw them at.
Maryland Death Fest.
I'm out. I need another
did.
beer.
I'm out
I
too.
Son of a
I'm
bitch.
out. Sorry.
My last one, I got more in the fridge.
That's fucking
But
hilarious.
but yeah, Obituary. Remember, because
Oh, I bumped it now.
that
my
be,
bad.
that went
It's
from
okay.
like we were
Yeah.
saying.
It's
That went
okay.
from a show
For like
with
8
60 plus bands in one underground Sonar theater to 4 venues within Baltimore. You had to walk from one to the other, and we went to. There was 2 stages, right? What was it? The
We
stage.
went to Sonar and Edison lot.
The Edison lot had 2 stages. One here, and they were under stages set up in parking lots under highways.
Under the interstate.
Of
Awesome.
Baltimore,
It
the
was wild.
Baltimore
Damn
German
shit.
area. And I
Just in a
remember
parking lot.
because we were there
Damn.
really to see Bloodbath without
Yes.
Mikal Ackerfeld. I really wanted to see
That
Bloodbath
was-
with Mikal.
Wasn't that Nick Holmes?
It was
I
Nick
really
Holmes.
feel
It
like
was
we
his
need to go to
first
a
show.
fest like this, Dave.
I know. I think that would be kind of
It's-
interesting.
Well,
You guys can go on the roadie with us to Connecticut.
Yeah.
Fest.
well, we
I'll have
went.
room in the van.
Suffocation was playing, and we watched Suffocation because I wanted to see Suffocation.
We got right up front for that.
Right up for Suffocation, and Bloodbath was after. But Obituary's jamming over there, and I didn't
Oh, you
want
guys get up to the front?
Well, for Bloodbath, we tried. I caught the
Oh,
pick
no.
from the
Oh,
guitar
I
from
threw my arms out.
Sodomizer.
I did it again. I threw my arms out and just backed up so he could get the pick, and he bends down, picks it up. I got the pick.
I
And, like,
fucking booty bumped like three people.
What was awesome?
That's why.
I was like, oh shit, and everybody's looking for it because they're scattered. It was Sodomizer.
Where'd he
But-
get a knife from?
vocalist from?
What was awesome though is when you came up with it, everybody was like, "Dude, that's awesome!" Like no one tried to take it from him.
Yeah.
Like everybody let him
I
have
couldn't
it.
believe that. I couldn't believe that.
I remember
I don't even
that.
play guitar. I have that in that photo album, Bloodbath,
Yeah.
Sodomizer's pick, and that's why we stayed.
That's fucking
But we
hilarious.
could see Obituary playing from the distance because the other lot,
Slowly we rock.
the other stage was over there, and I'm fucking hearing these classic Obituary riffs, and
They had the slow. Their backdrop was.
bow bow. And I
They
was
had the
like,
slowly we rock backdrop.
yeah, and they came to
Fuck yeah.
Erie, and from what I heard, not a lot of people, and that's what sucks about having shows like that come to Erie, and not a lot of people go to them. They came to Erie to play, and there wasn't like nobody there, and I heard that they were like, we ain't ever coming back here. You know what the fuck?
That's why you
'Cause there
just
was
gotta
nobody-
shut the fuck
and
up
they're
and get
one of
out
the
to these
most
shows, man.
classic death metal bands from the '90s, and but hey, if people in your area aren't into that, it's hard to get
People
that.
start
But
showing
they
up to
also-
the
The tough
shows.
part is when people complain that
Yeah.
there's not enough good shows coming around, but then they don't get out to the good
They don't
shows
go
that
to.
do
Yeah.
like
Yep.
Calvin
because
Decapitation-
even if you don't love the band that's that's playing,
Get out there
if
and support it.
if nobody shows up to it,
Oh,
then that
They're
next
not going to
band's
bring
not
anybody
coming.
else in.
Yeah,
Then that
perfect
next great
example.
band's not coming.
Well, Cattle Decapitation came to the Basement Transmissions, and that was packed. I was
That was right after they got kicked off the 6 Feet Under
6
tour
Feet Under tour, kicked them off. The vocalist Chris Barnes had an altercation
with Travis Ryan.
with Travis, and then that was the Beer Mug. They
Yeah,
came to the
that
Beer
was,
Mug.
That was, and then the mic quit working.
I remember that.
Cattle
beer for
Decapitation,
this episode.
that band at Maryland Death Fest
That's something else.
that I couldn't believe the drummer was next to me. They
can't
played at the
drink
Beer
it.
Mug here in Erie, and
It's
because
so
they got
far
kicked
away
off,
in that fridge in the corner.
they got
Where's the
kicked
lights
off.
when you need it?
Yeah.
And, but then they played again at Basement Transmissions, but also so did Arcspire,
Yep.
and then so did Visceral Disgorge.
Yeah, that
I
show
couldn't
was
believe
nasty.
They played at Basement Transmissions, where at Centennial Hall now.
Yeah.
And so those were big time national touring acts that have came through Erie at the Basement Transmissions. I couldn't believe Visceral Disgorge. Wormhole was there.
Yep.
I got my Wormhole shirt from there. And
Yep.
these are bands that are still traveling and touring the nation
Still putting
and the
in work.
world.
No, it's just like I went to a show because Zach Cray's band's playing, and it happened to be Zeta, and
Okay, yeah, I
One
missed
If I Land. There were some other two, they're all basically like instrumental bands.
Yeah.
Not my thing, but I like Zach's music. Man, that was a fucking killer show.
Well, that's just
I mean,
it.
but it's not my type. It's like, God damn,
I
that's
told
a,
him
that was
Going
a
to
good
shows
show.
like that, you find a lot of bands that you wouldn't really listen to. That like, you're like, whoa, wait
I
a minute.
could not
Yeah.
stop tapping my son's shoulder. A few years ago, when I brought him to his first Gemini Metal Master, he probably was 8th then. We weren't playing that year, and we went right up with the Cray band.
Yeah,
I was like, look, because I don't play instruments.
it's fucking
I'm like, look,
incredible.
Look
Yeah.
at these guys, look how good they sound, and I was getting goosebumps and everything
Yeah.
when Zacrae was playing.
And it's,
'cause he
it's
is
not my
so
type
good.
of music.
He
It was
really
like,
is.
damn,
And
yeah, it's
I-
a great
I-
You
show.
have to
Fucking
appreciate the
musician.
musicianship.
Yeah.
The musician.
Well, that's the big
Big
part
time.
of it.
I wanted my
Really,
son
I
to do
think.
that. Like, hey man, you learn how to play instruments because dad can't. I just
Yeah.
screamed. This is where it's at.
They
But I
put
never
that
would
much
have gone if
heart
it wasn't
into
for
their
me
craft.
seeing his band
It's
one
insane,
time at the
right.
Voodoo.
Exactly.
And it's oh shit, I mean, fuck Zeta's playing. Okay, yeah, that was a great fucking performance.
Oh, yeah.
And who else? And then yeah, there's been some good ones. Last one I went
A
to
lot of
at
good ones,
Bunker was fucking Lost Becomes from Bronx. Boar, fucking those two guys, those two bands, were
Yeah,
just
sad I
fucking
missed
phenomenal.
more.
Yeah, that was just
Sad I missed
blew
more.
my mind away.
Hey,
There's-
wife. Oh, she's.
I can't even tell you.
I better get
Honestly,
my
I
own.
can't even tell you who played with them
Yeah.
between those two bands. I mean, it was just fucking killer.
There's so much great talent.
Yeah, when you see it, the performance was like the dude's like climbing on the fucking PA system.
Yeah. Yep.
It's just like, dude, this is this is what I missed.
showmanship.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and to me, that's everything. They could be. It might not be my type of music, but that type of performance. Oh man, I'm getting into it.
Yeah.
I think it's, yeah.
I like the instrumentals. I really do.
Yeah, I started getting into
I
it because
really
of his band.
do.
And I never was into it because I went when we went to the Voodoo. I forget who was playing, but his band was like second. Never heard of him, and I was like, I didn't know they were instrumental. And they started playing. I was like, oh shit, these guys are
It
fucking
sounds so
tight.
good. Oh yeah.
Yep.
They're fucking polished and tight. I'm like, oh, this is. Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
They sound.
Okay.
They're all. We've known Zach, and like he was a teenager.
Wild.
That's why that one show he's like, Legends Return. I'm like, what? You know, I feel old.
I don't even remember the first band we saw him playing.
He was in that From the Ashes, I think.
Was that?
The
that-
first time I saw him, I think.
I
Art
think
Photo
that.
Day.
I think now that you say that, I think I do remember seeing a flyer with Blood Gluttony and From the Ashes on it.
Yeah, he was only 16 then, and
Yeah, Zach.
all them guys to me are still really young. You know, because
Yeah.
we were like
that
10
was-
years older than them.
And now he's playing in Battle Chapel.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see
And
him.
then they
with
got
Yes.
her name's what, Janelle Lawless or Jeanette Lawless. There's like a new singer.
Good female vocalist.
Yeah, I
she's
can't
like-
remember the name, but I did see that too.
She is like, it's like phenomenal. I cannot wait to fucking see them all put all that together. It's like
Yeah.
holy
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, I'm looking.
Don't do that. I seen
What'd
it.
you do?
I was up at 4:30 in the morning.
Hey, man, I feel you.
Janelle.
4
Me
a.m.
too.
I'm a
I feel
4
you.
a.m. guy.
I worked third shift yesterday and slept, took a nap, and then Kate got up, took a nap, and then got up at 4 a.m.
Yeah,
Slept like crap the
Janelle.
whole time.
That's her name.
I feel good. Like
Yeah, that's
it's,
gonna be-
instead of having
I'm
to rush
excited
to
to
a
see that
youth
lineup.
sports
I
game
really
or a
am.
youth, like I get a little stressed about that. It's kind of a relaxing setting right here. This is my
Awesome.
first relaxing night of this whole week.
That's what we go for.
And,
here.
And then it
Feels
starts
good.
over
We do
Monday.
here.
You
Oh,
still
hell.
want to talk about metal?
fuck yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
No better way to spend a fucking day, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
One
but
of these
it's,
episodes, we're gonna do the fireside though. I think.
yeah,
this
we
summer.
talked about that in the summertime during around the camp bonfire.
That'd be cool.
That'd be
Doing
sick
it.
as fuck.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
still want to get a band in here, just do a show on the show.
Yeah, we thought about it. Piss off
We
the
had
neighbors.
Abdullah the Butcher. They were all about coming back and doing it. We just haven't.
I love
worked it out
those
yet.
guys.
They were so funny.
That punk thrash bash we played. That's the first time I seen Abdullah the
Yep.
Butcher. And,
Yeah.
They were so funny because when they first came in, they were both like, they looked at the setup and it wasn't like it is now, but it was, they were nervous.
yeah.
They were fucking nervous. I'm like, man, he goes, yeah, I'm more nervous doing this than I am playing in front of people. I'm like,
Yeah.
really? But yeah, it was
I think
good.
that's how it felt when we first started, right? And then
different.
And now then it became like, oh,
Yeah.
this
It's
is
just a
whatever.
big
This is
conversation.
The first show I ever played, we were just statues, just nervous as shit up there. And then our boys out in the crowd were just like, all right, we got to do something, like loosen these guys up. So they all started just fucking pitting,
Yeah.
slamming into each other and shit. And
Oh,
we were
yeah.
like, all right.
I get nerves. I still get nerves before every show. After like for the first maybe 10 or 15 seconds into the first song, then I'm good. But once
Yeah, here's
I-
a few
for
days
some
my
reason-
anxiety will spike
Yeah.
because we're getting closer to the Necrotic Gore Beast show here.
RFO used to actually drive me crazy because there were so many songs that me and Steve were writing where I had to come back in just solo by myself without anybody else around me. And I would always like fucking freak out, like, oh my god, am I gonna do this right this time? That's what I used to. That's when I would get the most nervous, like on stage.
Just me and him introducing Terror from Grace at Massacre last year. Yeah, we're both on the outside ramp. I'm pounding beers.
Oh,
over
it's so fucking stoned.
He's
Because it's different, like,
puffing away at a joint.
Talking
I
here.
can't do it.
You're like, yeah, we can do it, and then it's building up to the moment that you're getting ready to do
what
it.
got me was what I didn't realize Copeland was going to have that fucking light right on us. So I could not see nobody. And that freaked me the
helps.
fuck out. No, that freaked me out worse. I'd rather see the people.
Man, if you go up on stage, you just got to realize you're not gonna hear shit and you're not gonna see shit.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
you better just listen to your
There's an
drummer.
experience.
But we
And just freaking stay.
Listen to the drummer and
Yeah.
stay
That
quiet.
was
about
like
that.
the last year we played Massacre as Blood Gluttony. I was playing drums, and I remember sitting there playing drums, looking out. Copeland hit the fog machine, and literally all I saw was just smoke. And I'm like, you know what? I know where my drums are. I
Go
don't
with
care.
it.
That was a great show, man.
I was like, I know where I know what I'm supposed to do.
Damn good.
I was fucking
What do you think?
pretty good. I had my shirt off.
they
I was
just
in
beat
barefoot,
We did beat
no
it.
shirt.
Did we beat it?
We beat the record. We're at
Fuck
2
yes,
hours,
boys.
12
Wait a
minutes.
minute.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, by 20 seconds. Yeah.
Setting the bar, baby.
Setting the bar.
20 seconds, about all I'm good for.
Don't worry, it's still climbing.
Yeah, we're so
Who do you got next week?
2 weeks from now, we have Fast Fall coming in.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm still working on May 29th. I really want to get because we could do
We're
remote
trying
now.
to squeeze in a vacation too eventually here.
Yeah.
Right on.
We can do like
Yeah,
remote.
it's like show
So they
season
don't have to
now.
be
We
here
just seen
anymore.
this-
Oh, right on.
We like the local bands. We want to,
Spring
Yep, we
season,
want them
lifelong
on.
work done on the house.
but like out of state bands, we can get it. Now we can get them on. Doing it remote and shit.
Yep.
So we've been.
That's cool.
We're trying to get this.
Yeah, that was definitely
this year.
sacrificial
Yeah.
betrayal. They're out in the parking lot of the venue they're playing at that night.
Yeah, they're a
In
Richmond,
North
Virginia
Carolina,
band.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
They were in North Carolina and talking to us. We're just that was the easiest setup we ever had.
That was the easiest setup. Just one camera.
One little table and just me and him.
Yeah, one camera pointing at us and the laptop.
They go in the venue, they're trying, and they're like, "It's too loud," and then they're out in the parking lot. White post ambulances going by in the background. It was
Shit,
insane.
maybe we have that Syracuse Slaughter show and we do that run with those guys if they ever decide to come back out here.
Well, that's
Maybe we can
that's-
get something set up, and
Yeah.
depending on what you guys got going on, see if they want to hit up.
And
an
any of them
interview
want to
here.
jump on
Yeah,
remote,
or they can
we're
just-
down for that too.
Just have them hit us up. We can
Yeah.
get remote.
I wanna try to bring the Pathogenic Collapse guys up from Pittsburgh.
From Pittsburgh, yeah.
And I want to try to bring the Morgue Terror guys down from Buffalo. And I want to get that as a show together with another, like I preferably would want Gel Scale because that's more
Okay.
along the lines
I
of
think we're
the type of
we're
music.
playing with more terror.
But I want to try to figure something out for that like later on in the fall. Because
Right.
as of right now, we don't really have anything booked after September 21st.
Well, that September
shit,
show is that
that's like
legit?
one-
Yeah,
Is that-
like
is
so
that already-
Stephen Attenborough, who used to live up here, now lives in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
With his band Crypt Lord,
Yeah, I got
He
I got
asked
one of
us-
the shirts.
he asked us about playing a show with them in Youngstown at Westside Bowl
Well, we'll be getting
on
there for the
September
first time.
21st.
West Side Bowl, September 1st.
But I haven't been there.
You
for
heard it
years.
first.
We
Right
really,
here.
I was gonna say he asked us and hasn't really said anything, so that one's kind of
Still up in the
It's in
air.
limbo.
still up in the air. But I would like to try to get another show.
Steve
Here
Attenborough,
at
he
some
is another
point.
one of those guys that since he's been young, he's been jamming. We played with Steve for the first time
Dispose.
when his band was Disposed. And I think
Is
it
he
was
in Bravura at some point?
Yes.
Bravura was,
Yes.
yeah, Bravura was his band after Disposed.
Was it Zach Cray in Bravura?
Yes.
That's where, yes.
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 Thank you.
Yes.
You made the connection.
Fuck yeah.
That's, yes. I remember playing that show at Grotto Park.
Yeah. It was like a family park in a pavilion.
And, and
Well,
Steve
that
put
was-
that show on. He was still, I think, in high school at the time.
Yeah.
His
He was like
parents were there.
17.
Dude, Bravura
Man.
played a fucking 814 Fest, I think, where they covered Holy Wars by Megadeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking
I talked to
hilarious.
Zach after that. He's like, dude, I put like 25 hours into learning those solos. I'm like, good
It
on
makes
you, buddy.
sense.
Good on you, buddy.
So if anybody, I'm probably going to actually start wrapping it up, gentlemen.
Alrighty.
Hey,
But
with the record, we're good.
Yeah.
if anybody wants to find you guys, where can they find you?
I actually have my own personal YouTube page, Misanthropic Nick. I post strictly band content on there. I have videos of all of our songs from live shows except for Active Rumination. That song I do not have posted yet. Also, I have a TikTok channel, the same, where I post clips from live shows, guitar playthroughs. That tag is Death Metal Dude, DTHMTL Dude.
Okay.
I think 666 is on the end of it. I'm not sure. I can't remember. And then we have an Instagram page, Misanthropic Tendencies 814.
Okay.
And then on Facebook also as well, Misanthropic Tendencies. Facebook is more so the gateway to try to get people to funnel into our Instagram and YouTube.
All right, yeah.
So you won't really find all of the live videos and stuff like you would on YouTube on Facebook, but
Yeah.
you can find the links and everything
Right.
through that.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody go out there, check them out. Give them a
Definitely
like,
check
give them
them
a
out,
follow,
Like, get to a
subscribe.
fucking show, see them live. That's
We have
the
Shut
way
the
to
fuck
see
up
them.
and get to a show.
That's
We
the way to
will
see
ship-
them live.
We will ship merch.
We will ship merch if you are not at a show and would like to buy a show. We can ship. Message me or the band, and we can figure it out accordingly. after
Noise, noise,
Okay.
noise. But yeah, you
Okay.
can give these guys a follow.
Like,
Listen
share,
to their
follow,
music.
Check their
You'll-
music out.
Yeah.
Definitely give them love.
Yeah,
And
you,
those shows, they're
that.
coming
Thank
up
you.
quick.
Yep.
So
Uh,
many shows.
Best way to show support is to come
What
out and
is
buy
it?
a shirt.
Exactly.
May 3rd,
May
May
3rd,
3rd.
yeah.
Chronic
May 3rd.
Gore Beast, Atal, Carrying Veil, Misanthropic Tendencies,
At the bunker.
Jail Scale, The Bunker,
At
Get
the
there.
fucking
Get
Gonna
on
be a
that.
fucking
Dread metal.
banger.
Dread Metal show, and
Good
then
dude.
Dread
Show.
Metal's also hosting our show.
Good dude.
Great
Great
dude.
fucking dude.
Jay's
What is
Jay's
it?
a legend.
5 days later, Thursday night, within the same week, Philly's on the Rocks, Pennsylvania
Yeah.
Punishment. We got all those bands traveling from New Jersey.
Coronary thrombosis from Long Island, Chernepsis from New Jersey, Lacerate and Mortar from Buffalo.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
we're going on
Lots
our
of great shit
Syracuse
coming
to
up.
Connecticut.
Very cool.
Fuck
And
yeah.
like always, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram.
The Metal Family
We're on X.
XP.com.
We're on TikTok. Share the show with everybody, even your grandmother. Get her into death metal.
Hell yeah, why not?
Good for the soul.
Why not?
Yeah.
She'll love it.
Better than that, folks,
Get
man.
man
Hey
on
guys,
listening.
it's been a fucking pleasure having you.
It's been
been a blast.
Thanks for having us.
We'll gladly come back.
We hope to be back again. Maybe after
Hell
we record
yeah.
our album,
Yep.
we can go
Oh
over.
yeah.
For push the album.
Yeah,
We
other than
definitely
that,
will. I'm down with it.
Thanks for
other
having
than
us.
that, Chuck, man. Peace,
Thanks everybody
everybody.
for watching.
Keep it brutal.